cat called.
I'm just on a corner in Chelsea barking like a seal.
All right, I'm back. This is no surprise because she spills all the time. But, I mean, Jackie has poured an entire cup of coffee down her left leg.
Well, no, to be fair, half of it's
her
water.
Jinko jeans are soaked right now.
If ever there's either a night where I don't eat chocolate or a morning where Jackie doesn't drink coffee, I don't know how this show starts.
What are we going to do? What are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about?
It's just the start.
One
of us did one of the two at the start of every show.
I've been gone for a couple weeks. I've seen some highlights here and there, but I assume exclusively it was just chocolate and spilling.
Yeah, I get it. It's like I don't want to keep like spilling. I'm not trying to do it for the bit. It's just like, it's life, and it's
the way you walked in. You were like I would assume by now you'd be like, I spilled again. You were like, I spilled. Oh my god, as if it's like something surprising. And then you took another sip. You were like
Swift
this,
winning awards in the early 2000s.
right? Oh my god, I won album of the year again. This is my 21st. I broke the record. And then you took a big gulp and you were like this. I said, how about you just don't drink coffee?
I know. No, I can't.
You need the energy.
Yeah.
Why don't you get yourself a nice can of Phoenix?
Oh yeah, true. Well, I tried going a whole year without coffee, and then I was just like, everything was the same. I was just like less.
How long did you make it?
I didn't feel any differences. I did a whole year.
And don't get me wrong, I saved a ton on dry cleaning.
I wasn't wet all the time. It was nice being dry at work. But other than that, really no difference.
Yeah, but everyone's like, your sleep's going to be better. No. You're going to be like calmer.
Soaked.
No. That's soaked. It was bad. It was a bad spill today.
Look at that. It stayed as I pinched it. It's like,
half of it's water because I tried to get it out. And then,
so now you're just like soaked
yeah, and then I
yourself.
was just like, I'm just going to go for the whole thing.
When I get a stain and like if I'm at home or if I don't have something to do, and it's like, I'll just get in the shower with this shirt.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm like. It will be less noticeable if it's like
a bar of soap on your shirt.
Like I know what I need to do. I need to get this thing wet as fuck.
Yeah, because then you're like, it's just a darker shade of jean rather than like an actual splotch.
You know, you're the fucking. Remember that old Mentos commercial? This is so old. This is maybe even too old for you.
I remember the Mentos campaign.
Yeah.
I don't know if I remember this commercial.
You know what Mentos are? Do you guys know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know like the commercials?
No.
So like it was always like you're in a jam or you do something stupid, like you spill. This is why I say like you spill coffee on yourself and you're like, how do I get out of this jam? And you eat some Mentos and you come up with the idea and then like you soak all your pants. You're like, look, I'm just. So the guy sits down. He's in a nice suit. He's going on like an interview and there's a bench and the guy there's a painter, like a janitor whose job it is to paint the fucking bench. Yeah. So it's wet paint and he sits down on it. And the guy's like, no. And he gets up and he's got lines all over his pants. And so he turns it into a pinstripe suit. He rolls the rest of his suit on he takes a Mentos and then like puts more lines on his. Anyway, that's what I thought about you wetting your pants on purpose. It's like Billy Madison. Like, but yeah, you're just the spill queen. It's just.
Spill queen. Yeah. I wasn't going to call attention to it. Like I didn't. And then you were like, did you spill?
I mean, how could you not though? You're on camera with a giant puddle on your pants.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that's probably going to come up in conversation.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome back.
Yeah, back. Thank God I could have kissed the ground when I walked in here. The disgusting carpeted ground in here.
Is somebody clean in here? It's like ever so slightly cleaner. I mean, it's still disgusting.
Pat's cleaned up a little bit. It was rough when I got it here.
It's yeah.
Even by our standards, I was like, whoa. Yeah, I went from the Hamptons to Jersey to Rhode Island to North Carolina, all in 2 weeks.
All in the car.
All in the car. Woo! Didn't fly anywhere. I've been in the car so fucking much, man. And it was all fun, but it's like, to me, that's a year's worth of stuff. Yeah. Legitimately, 4 trips like that is probably a year worth for me. At least, for sure, a whole summer's worth. So to do that in 2 weeks was a lot. Also, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I think the beach is the most overrated thing of all time. Because of the level of popularity it has, too. Like, everybody loves the beach. So I'm like, this is one thing that, like, the whole world agrees on that I think we're putting too high on a pedestal.
I agree to an extent.
You have kids.
I was going to say, let me throw a caveat out there. As, like, a father, as an older... Like, when you're young and dumb and hot and you're just like, I'm going to go to the beach and we're going to, like, bring a cooler and get fucked up and there's going to be a bunch of girls there. And, sure, get that. When it's, like, when you're not doing that, first of all, the compulsion that people feel the need to pack their whole house to bring to the beach is crazy. Especially, and I also understand if you go to these beach towns, and I'm lucky enough that we have like a nice house right on the water with a pool, so I get that. If you're living in like a shack like we used to, it's like, let's go to the beach. I get that. But what I was like, bro, we have a pool, a movie theater, a pool table, a beautiful kitchen, TVs everywhere. Like, we're on the water. You can sit on the porch. You're still hearing the waves. You're still smelling the salt, all that shit. And we don't just need to be sandy and getting hit by the wind. And then the packing is insane. First of all, that always falls on the dad, too. It's like, let me bring 65 chairs and 35 bags and all this shit that half is not even going to be used. And then I got to bring it all back at the end. I'm done with the beach.
Well, my caveat was going to be, it's awesome when your house is on the beach.
Yeah, when you just like walk
right out. But that's what you're saying you have.
Yes, but it's
like,
still...
I hate, if it's like, we got to be up at 7 a.m. to get in
our
line.
spot. Yeah,
to get,
yeah. Well, then that's I'm not even doing that.
But like,
I'm talking about walking 100 feet, and I'm still out
walking
on it.
100 feet is like, bro, I love, like, because you go for like a couple hours. You go.
Yeah, but okay. With kids, what do you do? You bring a towel.
Yeah,
that's it. I bring 4 chairs, 3 coolers, all their shit. The sand is like 8,000 degrees to get to the, you know what I mean? Like from your little like deck to where you sit, the sand is on fire. Your feet are on fire. The sand gets everywhere. The sunblock.
You're just naming beach things now.
They're all terrible.
But I feel like
I think I thought about this myself recently. I think all of my irritabilities are auditory. Like anything that bothers me is
definitely
sound. It is like it's just, and like I'm like, I gotta get out of here. Everything's gotta stop. I gotta leave. I think you're that way with textures. I think you don't like the sand and the sunblock and the stuff like that.
Like even like I'm tan right now. Like, I don't care. That's the other thing too. I don't care about that stuff anymore. I used to be like, I want to get tan. You know what I mean? Now I'm like, I don't care. So the feeling of sunburn, the feeling of the sand, the putting the sunblock on, the smells of the. Let's just watch TV. Let's just watch TV.
You saying auditory and then autism reminded me of. Have you guys ever listened to the Telepathy Tapes?
No.
Guys.
You said that like it was like, have you ever seen Star Wars? Like the most popular thing. No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
What are they?
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay. Guys, it's seriously so crazy. I don't know why nobody's talking about it.
Is this
and
new?
You aren't gonna believe me. Like, okay, I'm just gonna explain a little bit and just like try and keep an open mind. Okay.
Okay.
So
I will do that.
So basically, it started. There was the woman who is doing this podcast. She had heard about this one mom, and the mom had an autistic kid, and the kid, she was like, I'm pretty sure this kid can read my mind. Like, I'm 90% sure this kid like can read my mind. The kid can't talk, but like she could move. I forget exactly what it is.
Yeah. She got that going for her. Motion.
No, I'm not kidding. Like
muscle movement.
Anyways, so then basically like they run tests and they like ask the kid, because then the kid can spell, and she was like, yeah, I can totally read your mind. What are you talking about? And so then, or she was actually like, yeah, like I've been like trying to tell you for years now, but whatever. So then she had posted on Facebook, and other moms were like, okay, I didn't want to say anything, but like my autistic kid also can read my mind. Like I'm positive, like we've taught, like we like, that's the only way we communicate. So then like this woman keeps going like to these houses and they run tests. Like mom will be in the other room. They'll show her a flashcard, and the kid every single time with 100% accuracy gets like the numbers, the colors, the picture, anything. 100% accuracy. And it goes, and she's like really trying, she like knows everyone's going to be skeptical going into it. So it's like 20 episodes, and she's inch by inch like easing you into it, and to the point where it's just told so well. And like, even there was one thing that kind of blew my mind. She was saying like Lucille Ball one time was doing an interview, and she was saying that one time she'd just gotten a filling in her teeth, and she was driving down the street, and she like started to hear music, but she was like, where's the music coming from? Like, my radio isn't on. She was like, I'm pretty sure it's coming from my mouth. Like, I think it's coming from my tooth. So then she was like, that was weird. And the next day she goes and she tells her coworkers, and her coworkers are like, what street were you on? And she said the street, and they were like, oh, well, the radio store is on that street. So then turns out like somebody was like, oh, this is actually a thing. One time, like somebody in World War II had also had a filling in their tooth and had picked up on Morse code and like had like cracked a code like through their
I've
tooth.
heard of that, yeah.
Because there's some kind of conductor in the filling. So it's obvious that like our brains do have the capacity to receive some sort of radio signal, like if just like a filling in the tooth, a slight filling, like it's possible. And then it keeps going on, and like not only can these kids, this is where it gets kind of crazy, all the autistic kids meet on this thing called the Hill. Like they all like tune into this radio wave, and like thousands of them can come and like converse with each other and share information
physically or
like mentally. Like they will be across the country, but they all just like it's not like a physical plane, it's like whatever, and they all like can go and talk to each other there. And then it also goes, then the teachers are like, all right, we didn't want to say anything, but like we can hear the kids' thoughts. Like now it's like, if we say something, we sound fucking crazy, obviously. So we're not going to say this, but like that is how they communicate with us. It took me a while to like get used to it. I tried telling parents I got shot down, I got threatened to be fired, but like that's how we communicate. And I'm only on episode 5, guys. It's so fucking crazy.
You buying this?
I'm not buying it, but
I mean, this sounds like the start of like X-Men, by the way. You know, like in X-Men, they're not like, it's not like a disability. They're actually gifted.
Yeah,
and like this is the beginning of it.
But they are, oh my God, they're like so much smarter than us. Like they.
Oh, I mean, I believe that part.
No,
they're all savants and like can do all that.
To be wrong, to fight that.
It's a social disability. It's not like an intelligence or capability, you know?
Yeah.
But it's almost like, you know, like some people get hit in the head and all of a sudden they start like speaking a new language. It's like a collective consciousness that like we can tap into.
Yeah, for sure we don't understand the brain. I think that is probably not true, but I don't know.
I'm gonna watch.
Like,
dude, I not even close to this, but when Shay was like 2, maybe like she was like maybe even less, like between 1 and 2, she was like just talking, and we had a like an alphabet type game. Just had like letters that you snap into place. And, you know, it's like, what letter is this? A, B, like just normal, right? And then one day, I covered them up. I held them in my hand like this. And the only thing you could see a little bit was just like imagine if I was holding a letter and you could just see the top and the color. But the colors did like an A, J, L, Q were all red. Like it wasn't like individual colors. So she couldn't guess by that. There wasn't enough showing to know what the letter was. And she got every single letter right. To the point that like, I didn't know what, like, I think I was texting. I had a video of it. I got to see if I can find it, because there are times that kids do weird shit that you're either like surprised by or don't think it's possible, but it's like you can kind of explain it, you know? I had no idea what was going on. And I was like, wow, that was lucky. And then I did it again, and she got it again. And then I was like really holding it, and she got every fucking letter right. And I was like, I don't know what's happening right now. Like, I don't know. Some shit's weird like that.
I talk about like,
I'm sure you can explain it in some way, but like,
I would think autistic parents are probably a little more susceptible to having this happen, because they're people who are very desperate.
They want there to be a thing, like, and you're also so like, if you know, you read up on all this shit, all the possibilities, any fringe science, any hope, anything. But it is weird that when like
they definitely have like they're hoping, they're looking for something that they communicated with their child.
Yeah, but then this woman went to their house, like put the mom in a separate room. She witnessed it for herself. She was like, this is insane. And then like even the scientists, like she brought in like the most skeptical scientists and camera people, and they were like,
is it only the mom?
No, they can read everybody. It's like strongest with the mom that they can read their minds.
Because that would leave, if it was only like your mom, I'm sure they would say like, oh, there's like a connection between mom and kid.
Yeah.
But I would also say like, I can read your mind better than a stranger, because I like read your mind. I know what you like. You know, did you eat chocolate tonight? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so that might be a little like,
but it
you
is
know,
like you like.
This is Oz the Mentalist shit.
Yeah. I don't know how it's happening.
Right.
I don't think it's magic, but
it's
like,
not magic.
It's telepathy, bro. It's science.
There was one time when like I've talked about this time when my friends and I all got high with each other, and like we seriously, I don't know what happened, and like the next day like we all just kind of dismissed it, and like I didn't really whatever.
You guys were
but
reading
like
shows
there was one time, so whenever I'm high, I see what.
No, they keep going.
Whenever I'm high, I see like a Ferris wheel, and there's 7 different like sectors, and.
This is some Stranger Things shit. We're gonna find out Jackie was in a facility where there was a Ferris wheel outside or something. She has some suppressed memories as like a kid with telepathy.
Well, anyways, so there was like, it's a crazy thing to. So we all were high with my friends, and I was trying to tell them, like, do you guys see the Ferris wheel? And as I was saying that, my friend goes, "Oh yeah, the Ferris wheel. I see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7." And I was like, "How did you?"
There was a television on.
Like, no,
So they were
it was
the TV with a Ferris wheel on. You guys were too high.
Since I first started smoking weed in 7th grade, or not 7th grade. Oh my
First
God.
book, we
Damn, girl.
grade.
In high school, I just had the number
Super
7 in my
cool.
head. Yeah. No, ever since I started smoking weed in high school, I have always seen this Ferris wheel, and then every single time I see it. So then my friends were like, "Oh wait, the Ferris wheel, I see that." And I was like, "How do you guys fucking
Well, that's
know
like
about
the ayahuasca woman, right? Everybody sees the old woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's or the
one of
black
those.
hat man that's like Robitussin or something like that.
Yeah, I feel. But I also think that's because somebody says that, and then
Right.
you go into that. I need 2 people who have never even heard of that to take the drug separately, and then you know what I mean?
Right.
Because otherwise, you kind of go in with the seed planted.
Yeah.
But you're the
Also-
best. Jackie's the best.
No, also, Pavs and I have some weird telepathy thing where every single time we post, like, we won't have any certain times or anything. We'll just both be like, okay, we'll just both tackle social. Every single time we post at the exact same time with just a different caption. Then we go, fuck, one of us has to delete it. And then, like, whatever. It's a weird,
Well-
and sometimes I'm going to post, I go, oh, I can feel he's about to post. I try and get it first, and every single time he does.
Dare I bring up the Lego man?
Oh, dude, that was fucking, that was insane.
That's all the proof you need. You know?
It was all the proof I
That was kind of crazy. Remember that?
The Lego man. Yeah.
It's just like if a Lego pops up today, then we know it's true, and then a fucking Lego man.
Popped up. Yeah. Anyways, that's my like crazy rant for the day. So.
All right, cheers to Phoenix. It is the first drink that combines everything you need into one can. It's not your typical energy drink because you got hydration, you got the energy, you got the flavors, you got immunity, you got everything you need to help you fight through the day and fight through that brutal 3 p.m. crash. It got you covered. No jitters, no crash, just sustained performance when it matters most, mixing flavor with functionality, and it's built for people like us who answer the call and need to be at our best when everything's on the line. I really do. I mean, zero sugar, by the way. I just saw that right there. Like, when we're working, it's like, I don't know. We're going to be recording for the next, 5 hours.
Yeah.
And I won't eat. I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to have energy. These are the things for people who work like that. When you get knocked down, you get back up, and they fuel that relentless mindset. So stop settling for drinks that only do one thing and get yourself a Phoenix that does 3 things: the hydration, the energy, and the immunity. You got 700 milligrams of electrolytes. You got 200 milligrams of caffeine, and you got 100% of your daily value of vitamins. I got the wild berry.
Wild berry's good. Wild berry's great. I'm actually drinking the watermelon for the first time. Watermelon also delicious.
Ooh, that is tasty. So get your Phoenix today. Fuel the hustle the complete way. Shop at drinkphoenix.com today. This is perfect because it's a big week. It's a big week for everybody. This is a big week. You got 2 weeks, right?
2 weeks.
You got 2 weeks. So we got a big couple weeks coming up. We got Mascots coming out. We got the Beach House starting. Two people from our cast will be on the show. And when this first got announced, I said, I'm very excited for this whole show. It's gonna be very entertaining, maybe a new era, new way for Barstool, but most importantly, I'm excited for the world to get Jackie.
Yeah.
Not you've already been out there and you've done a few things, but like this is probably this is like similar to when you go on Survivor, you get a whole new audience, and so I wanted to make sure that we really launched our girl into this and send her off. So I had Steve make up a little video.
Oh, I was going to say this is going to be nice, but I should probably wait until after the video.
I think it's mostly nice. Yeah, I think this is
really nice of you.
This is the Jackie. This is like a trailer for Jackie. This is like Jackie the movie. This is a trailer for a person. And Steve did the work. I got to give a shout out to our boy Wally Mario. He found he has all the clips of everything. And this is Jackie the movie.
What?
Wait, is the volume on?
Yeah. And just to get ahead of it, Last Frame was not my idea.
Last frame wait, pause. Whose idea was it? Whose idea was it?
It was a random person.
Okay, because it's something you got to include.
Is it going to be my tits?
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah, you got.
I don't know what photo it is. It could be any of them.
Is it gonna be my dick?
Jackie doesn't make good decisions all the time. And why start now?
I don't know how long I could last, but if it was a like OJ situation, like they wouldn't find me. I said my dad is part of a search and rescue team, like but in California. But like he does this. Like I've hid from them for like training. They found me instantly. One time I had a seizure, or not a seizure, sorry, sleep paralysis, and I got by ghost. It was only like 3 pounds. It was fine.
We have another several seasons of true Game of Thrones content. House Targaryen is divided.
Richard ate the one of the packets from beef jerky the other day. But I think it's fine. What I've been doing when I'm tired is just like hits the blue light in my eyes. Because it really keeps you up. And like I don't do drugs at all, but like apparently like it's like the blue light.
Jackie's not impressed with basketball players.
Okay, we've established you guys can score baskets. What else?
What else?
If you do just stick a human in a freezer. But would they age? Pregnant people? Would they age? Why are we okay with pregnant people? If I'm pregnant right now, there's a human floating inside of me. What do you mean? The felon that I used to hook up with, date, was like obsessed with Batman and would turn it on while we had like hooked up and would quote every single line that the Joker said. I think I'm officially off the hook for schizophrenia. Recently, like the past 3 years, I would say, I have like a weird dyslexia with kids where like, okay, so I'll see somebody walking. I'll be like, that's a really short man. And then I'm like, oh, it's a kid. It takes me a while to tell the difference between a kid and a really short man.
That could be an issue.
That could be an issue.
Funny you ask. There was a single night where I went out with a homeless man. I know how to chill in a pool of chaos. Wait.
That's the Jackie experience. That is the Jackie experience right there. I mean, short of maybe a meat sweatshirt and a spill, that's like the only thing I can think of Jackie's personality. Like otherwise, you get that is Jackie.
Wait, that's so cute.
Also, it originally did have I think the Curb Your Enthusiasm music or Austin Powers music, but we can't,
we can't use
so we have to use some bullshit, whatever.
Damn,
but
I
the
really do
it was very good with that too.
I just say shit, man. Crazy.
What was your first, like, she might have something.
I don't know if I have like a first because there's so many.
I remember the crow story.
The crows was good.
I was like, I don't know what that girl's deal is. She's got to start talking more.
What was the first for me? I don't know, but there's a ton. There's so many where I was like, yeah, that was good. That was good.
It's funny because like I always picture like I feel like I hold back so much.
Oh really? Well, I was just gonna say. This wasn't on camera, but the time we were in LA and you were just randomly telling the story about how you threw up on that guy's dick. Yeah. I remember being like, this girl will say anything.
Yeah.
So if that's you holding back, like I don't even want
to like media trained here.
So the world will be getting the Jackie
that
and
starts
Una
this
experience.
Thursday?
Yeah.
Are you guys excited?
I think there's some nerves if I had to guess.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel at all.
Well, Una's in like a whole other world.
Yeah.
She's an intern.
Yeah.
Everyone else is either a pretty long term, a year plus, like I guess Kadik would be like the newest guy if I had to guess. And then there's some like, lifers and Bree's the superstar. And then there's this girl who's been here for like 6 weeks.
I still don't know which way to turn when I get out of the elevator.
You're going to be on like what is probably, like Survivor was our biggest and like there's definitely been monster things. But like I would say this is our most like I think people are going to be most intrigued about this.
I can't tell.
I have no gauge on this whatsoever.
I don't think it. Unfortunately, it's not going to be like surviving. Like boom, like 100,000 people are watching this live, and 500,000 people watched it tonight because it's like I think it's gonna be scattered all over. But I think that there will be a lot of. This is like the ultimate. This is what I always get a kick out of when people are like making fun of reality shows or the guys are like, why do you watch that like chick shit? But like I guarantee they're gonna be interested in the Barstool version of it.
See, my gauge is all internal. Internally, it seems to be mostly confusion. I don't know how that. I don't know.
I think that's from a technical
externally.
point of view. I think people are like, we don't know how to film. And like, bottom line is they have cameras in this house everywhere except the bathroom that are going to be running 24/7. I think people are going to be interested in that.
I don't. I have no idea. I'm not interested in clips, and I just don't know if that works. How that's going to translate.
I told our boy Steve to make episodes. I said go rogue and be vigilante and just make this into a TV show. Because if someone said, I don't know how, maybe it will be easy to consume if it's just like on the Barstool or Viva Stool or you follow the Beach House. But if someone told me you have to follow this and follow that, I'd probably be like, I don't know. But if someone just said, here's the highlights from the weekend, I would watch that.
Yeah, it is like one of, like, I don't know if to see this clip, do I have to understand that clip?
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, most clips, I'm like,
I get that.
Look, watch this clip. The guy gets punched. I'm like, okay.
Got it.
I've seen the guy get punched.
But I think that is what I mean when I say like the technical aspect. I think the essence of like we're locking a bunch of like young single people from Barstool in a house to get them to like see what happens. It works in every other world. I think it's going to work in the Barstool world.
I think I hope so.
I had to imagine they're going to have like some, I don't think they're just going to be like go and just sit there and do what you want. I think they're going to be like surprises and twists and shit like that.
Yeah.
If I know the producers, like I think I know them.
I know that like I think the producers
They're gonna like set the house on fire.
Yeah.
Like, let's see if you can escape.
I think that everyone's gonna be on standby apparently like after weekend 1 if they're gonna bring in like real cameras. Like it might end up being like
that was my other thing. I could see 2 major changes: 1 with the cameras, and 2 with the just stay down there.
Yeah.
Dave was like, it doesn't make sense for them. Like they can't work, and I was like, they don't work. Like I just could see it's sort of like what Surviving. I remember being like we want to keep doing radio during Surviving, and everyone was like, I think you're not going to want like 2 hours of like a break.
Yes.
In hindsight, I think we should have and could have done that. Like I don't think we need to be doing it 24/7.
Oh, see, I disagreed.
No, I'm saying we should have like agreed to that. Like we couldn't do it, but I'm saying the way like it just got so out of control. Is what I mean. Like we should have been able to take a break for 2 hours, but we couldn't.
Yeah.
We couldn't. So like I think it could be like that where it's like, why are we sending them home? Like, if this Thursday through Sunday is electric, I don't think Dave's going to be like, come on back.
Yeah.
And sit at your desks. I think they're going to be like, do that again.
But it's all,
get them
it's
more
also
drinks.
like
Get them more,
the Chicago people in particular, because it's you
yeah.
have to fly out Monday.
yeah. I don't
And then come
Commuting
back
from Chicago
Wednesday,
every week
Thursday
is insane.
yeah.
It's totally nuts.
But Annika was like, well, I wouldn't want to miss a week of like work. Like it's so exciting here every day. And I was like,
Yeah. Give it the
They
time.
also have camp, so they're gonna be like. There's 1 week where they're at camp, and then they're flying like straight here or to Jersey. I think like from Camp Barstool. So that's
Never
it's gonna be crazy.
Never doubt Barstool when it comes to planning logistics of things overlapping and conflicting or whatever. That's where I think this could transform entirely by the end of the month. Like, it's totally different from what we started out with. But I think there will be interest. Unless you guys are boring, and then there won't be.
yeah, I know. That's what I'm.
But I just
worried
think,
about.
like, I mean, I don't know. There are, like, good seasons and bad seasons of these reality shows, but there's always shit.
I think you guys.
It's rare that there's just, like, nothing. Something happens always.
Yeah.
And if not, they will probably poke you and prod you until it happens.
I think you got to give us a weekend to let it cook. To all.
Yeah, I'm not expecting much fireworks this time.
I don't know.
You think
People
coming
keep
hot?
saying that. I'd say maybe like 3 hours.
I think
it
that's
chill.
the problem. Yeah, we're all just guessing here, but like I think you guys have been so wound up.
Yeah.
That you guys are all going to go in hoping to make chaos happen on like week 1.
Yeah.
And that's going to feel disingenuous. And it's going to feel try-hardy. I'm not saying it's going to be you two, but I think someone's going to do it. I think someone's going to try and make chaos happen.
Probably, but I also think there will be like, like Dante's going to get in there and start talking about like the Trump assassination or something. And someone's going to disagree with him and that, like it's not even, I think everyone's thinking about like booze and sex. And I think there's going to be other shit that's like, that almost starts off the drama more than, Also, I don't know everyone well enough. Like, every reality show has people who are like, I'm going in with an agenda. I'm trying to get followers. I'm trying to get famous. I'm trying to get a contract, whatever. So if some of those people are doing that, like, I actually was thinking of not you in that case, but yeah, you too.
I also want to say this.
That they might be like, yeah, I'm going to like pick a fight right now on purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which might be disingenuous, but also might work,
Every time I watch a reality show, like I realize I just end up hating every single person at some point, and then I end up coming back around every single. So just forewarning, like you're gonna hate me at some point. It's
Yes.
only a month, but like you're gonna hate me at some point. But just let me.
You'll have your redemption arc.
Hold ground, and then
Yes.
wait for the redemption.
Honestly,
arc.
like if that can happen with the season of Love Island, like people
Yeah.
who were like absolutely horrible got their little redemption arc, and then people liked them. Like if that can happen on that show, it can happen fucking anywhere. Whether or not they give it to you, I don't know. But
Yeah.
maybe you'll get the villain edit, Jackie.
Maybe I
Imagine if
will.
Jackie just became a full-fledged villain on this somehow.
I could, guys. Like I don't know. I don't know.
I'm wearing a sweater in August. I can do anything.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Why?
You must be hot as shit out there, no?
It's kind of cold. It's crispy out.
Outside?
It's crispy. Oh, feels like.
Feels like temp.
Wait, are you wondering why there's a big 96 and a sun on the board or no?
Is that what it feels like?
The feels like temp is probably.
I saw that
64?
take. I loved it. I thought it was going a different direction because it is like who decides that. I get that, but also that should just be the temperature.
Yeah.
If it
Great point.
what is the temperature? It's how hot you feel, right? Like that's what it is.
But then we can't be basing science off of subjective.
I guess if you're like running an experiment, you need the exact temperature. But for like my weather app, how does it feel?
That's why it has the feels
Why two numbers?
like on
Yeah.
it.
Huh?
That's why it has the feels like.
That should just be the temperature. Like
It's
if I'm
not.
like I need to boil this water for this experiment to exactly this temperature, fine. But if it's just like how hot is it outside? Tell me how I feel.
But they tell you both, right? To
Yeah.
be fair. They're like,
But what- okay,
it's
but-
86,
but-
just so you know it feels like 94.
What do you do with the 86? There's not one use of the 86.
What's the use of the 94?
Knowing how to like if it's 85, I could maybe wear some pants today. If it's 95, I'm not. You know.
Yeah.
That 85, useless.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah,
feels
but
like
you-
it's subjective, so it might
Also
not feel
feels like
it to you.
made up. Like I think that's made up too.
What?
Feels like.
Yeah, well, that's the point.
that's-
That's
What the fuck's coming up
where
with
that's
that?
where your point comes in. It's like there's some guy at like the Weather Channel headquarters going, how about 6 more degrees?
Yeah.
Is it 5 more? No, I think it's 6 more. They're arguing over like a half a degree. I think it's 7.
How are you feeling about mascots? Have we asked you that every single day?
I told Paz this, and I don't think you'll want to hear this or do anything with this. I think there just it at least needs to be a contingency plan for if it's a smash.
Contingency Plans episode 2 comes out August 27th.
Yeah, but like,
No,
but like,
26th.
let's say like everybody watches, and it's like right off the rip, it's like massive. Like you got the next day your schedule is different. I think.
I don't think so.
I think so. That's what I mean.
Why?
I think you should. I think you should like. I think people are like, if it's really a big deal, people want you on their show, and you should be making a video about it. You should be talking about it.
If someone wants to be on the show, happy to go on the show.
I think it could happen. I think when sometimes when people are like everything changed overnight. Like, what if your overnights this week, next week?
It's probably not going to be. But I will find out the day after if it is. But those plans, like that's the same thing I'm saying about Beach House, where it's like you can't go in like trying to cause chaos. You can't go in with like this is good. Like I don't know. Hopefully he does well. I really hope so. There's I wouldn't say it's 50-50.
No,
there's a significant chance it doesn't do well.
No.
So,
After seeing like how many views and the reaction and the feedback, the comments, like the traction on like the trailer and the announcement, I don't maybe episode 1 stinks and they don't come back for episode 2, but I think episode 1's gonna be big.
I think episode one's good. I think anyone who sees episode 1,
But
to be
even,
honest,
but going into it, like they don't even like episode 1 could be bad, but I think they will watch it.
I think people will watch it. I talked about this the other day because I think we've gotten some people who reached out to us after like talking about it. That I think that industry, like television, entertainment, whatever we think of as like almost West Coast industry, Barstool's never really done anything in it.
No,
You know what I mean?
It's their first like scripted
But
television.
They've seen Barstool be kind of a wrecking ball in every other industry it chooses to go into. So I think they're going to think that's what's happening here. However, it's not Dave and Dan.
Well, that's the
thing. It might stink.
But that's also like, I mean, that's kind of.
I think what I'm saying is I think they'll tune in and be like, oh shit, Barstool, whoa. And I think they'll tune in for that reason. And then whatever happens. But I think a lot of people will tune in thinking Barstool's going into a new venture, picturing Dave and Dan.
But that is what we do almost. Is like I feel like a lot of times we do the first thing and then they come along.
Yeah, no.
And then they take it and run with it. But I think being the first person through that door has a lot of value in its own right.
I agree. I genuinely think a good amount of people will tune into episode 1 out of pure curiosity. And I do genuinely think people will be surprised that...
How good it is.
I don't even know how good it is right. Yes, because
the look, the feel, the acting.
I think they'll be surprised. It's not like... I think what most people picture with Barstool.
I was going to say...
It's not going to be that.
They're going to be surprised at how much everybody tried.
Yeah.
Like, I think most things you tune into is like... that stream ended up entertaining, but we all just pressed record and went with it. You know what I mean? Like, there wasn't a plan. There was not... You know... Relatively speaking, of course, there's like frameworks or whatever. There's challenges and shit, but like this was a script and a style, and acting and I'm sure reshoots and whatever, that I don't think people are used to. And I think being the first people willing to do that is a big deal.
I think so. I think we'll see. I think people will be surprised that even more than all like the recording. I meant like I don't think it's like I think it has more heart than people will expect Barstool to have.
That's the other thing is I think we've gone to a place where the internet is like all challenges and streams and kind of dumb shit that's funny and that's fine. Like there's humor and entertainment in that. But like a script of, I don't even really know what you're talking about, but I can imagine like, I don't know, this kid's nephew is in it and he feels away and they're friends, but they actually butt heads, but then they work together, whatever it is. It's like, there's, some like heart to it and like a plot to it and all that sort of shit that we sorely lack in everything else we do.
We'd read a lot that like first scripts, particularly comedy scripts, tend to miss heart. So we did not do that. We didn't miss it. We went arguably we went like there's a lot of heart and it's really good heart. I think like
the trailer like almost makes me cry every time.
We were filming scenes yesterday where like Tommy's giving me like a heartfelt speech and like it's good. It's great. I was the one just sitting there taking it, but I was like, I believe this guy. This guy fucking loves me.
I mean, the mere fact that you just said we read. Like that's how much they're trying, guys. They read something. They read something and then did it. Like that's. I think it's similar. I'm happy you guys did that segment the other day talking about the podcast on the top 100 because I think it'll be similar to podcasting where it's like we walked through the door first and we kind of did our thing, found what works, stumbled along the way, all that shit, and then everybody comes behind and maybe those people take it and go 10 times higher than you, but the first people through the door is something to be proud of and also can be successful in its own right.
I meant to mention, I forgot about Mascots. I meant to mention that because I think it's the first podcast to do a sitcom.
Yeah. True.
It's half KFC Radio, half Boy Dad, but like I think.
Yeah. I mean, I would say I was gonna say Tires is sort of like that, but not really because
that was more like from what I learned at the trailer, that was more like Gerby and O'Connor.
Yeah,
and then they kind of brought in McKeever and Shane.
Right.
Whereas I think this was more Taz and
so
Owen, and they brought in me and Taz.
That is almost like a tagline, not for the show, but for maybe like the press of the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe that would turn some people off. They'd be like, "Oh, podcast," but I don't know.
That's true.
But also, it's or maybe it's like. In general, it's sort of like the new age sitcom. Not born from actors and Hollywood, but born from like the internet and
it's a very it's both. I don't know. I think it's good. I think
really
it's worth
too.
checking out. Like it is very internet culture, but
it's also so easy to watch.
Culture.
22 minutes once a week. You're not like it's really not asking a lot.
For the eyes, just to look at.
Yeah, it's gonna look good.
That's pretty good what he does.
It's in the it's in the city, so there's like a lot of realness to it. It's not like in a fucking green screen studio.
That was something Jackie
There's some
said
grittiness to it.
She was telling Paz last week or 2 weeks ago, like, oh, you should do like a La La Land. And he's like, oh yeah, like she said La La Land about New York. He's like, maybe like with Cookie Monster and Elmo in it.
There we go. and it is a love story of sorts.
Yeah, no, it has a lot of New York.
Bro, are you gonna like in multiple coming seasons? Are you gonna have a love interest? You ready for that sort of acting?
Yeah, but
could you kiss Jackie on camera?
I can't.
What if it was you? Why did I get thrown in? Because you're in the show. Like, could you like the girl? I think like what if they're like, all right, we need a love interest. Like it's Keeks today.
Yeah.
Could you guys do like scenes like that together?
I don't know.
What if it's Tommy?
Yeah.
What if you guys go gay?
Oh, I've kissed Tommy on screen a bunch of times already. not even for the show.
That's off screen.
Those are BTS shots, baby.
What if like podcast internet sitcoms are like movie Oscars? Like if you go gay and you get an award for it, bro.
Yeah.
I think
Tommy's gonna become autistic. John's gonna become gay.
Yeah,
We're gonna get
have like a giant gay audience for this. It's just like,
Everyone on set saw your nuts yesterday 20 times
Really?
at least. Yeah, probably.
Your nuts were out?
Not actually, but
I was yesterday. I was indisposed. I was just like yesterday we were shooting a hospital scene. And I was in the hospital. I was in a gown. I was
and you went nuts out?
I was rolling around. No, I had briefs on, but they kind of pop in and out. They do their own thing.
I got a mind of its own.
Yeah. Yeah.
somebody DM'd me asking, "Is that ass in Mascots trailer yours?" Yeah, it is. Yeah,
That's mine.
it's mine. It's
My
all
claim
natural.
to fame.
It's all natural.
Guys enter the room dick first. And BlueChew isn't just a tablet. It's a cheat code for your crotch so that when you enter the room dick first, everyone's like, wow, that's a great dick. Stronger, harder, longer lasting, like someone gave you downstairs a pep talk and a gym membership. BlueChew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. This ain't a supplement. It's an erection resurrection. It's not just about performance. It's about legacy or your third legacy. Give her group chat something to talk about. Do you really just straight up group chat about their dicks?
No. But sometimes.
That was so definitive and then not. So it's gonna happen, fellas. So make sure you perform and give them something to talk about. Become a legend with a little bit of BlueChew and discover your options at BlueChew.com. Right now, we got a special deal for our listeners. Get your first month for free when you go to BlueChew.com and use promo code KFC at checkout. All you got to do is pay $5 for shipping. So first month of great dick for free. That's BlueChew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. So head to BlueChew.com for details and safety info. And a big thanks to BlueChew for sponsoring the podcast. Use promo code KFC at checkout for your first month for free and just $5 for shipping. For more than 108 years, Omaha Steaks has delivered the world's best steak experience. Enjoy grass-fed, grain-finished, extra-aged, USDA-certified tender steaks, juicy burgers, and so much more. Omaha Steaks is America's original butcher, and right now is the perfect time to stock up on legendary taste of handcrafted heartland quality food. During their anniversary sale, you can get 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Plus, you get an additional $35 off when you use promo code KFC Radio, all one word. We've been doing Omaha Steaks forever now, man. It's one of the best deals out there. It's a box of happiness that arrives at your door. You got amazing filet mignons. You got chicken cutlets, jumbo franks, burgers, desserts, seasoning, all of it. And it's all backed by a 100% guarantee. Everything is perfectly aged to maximize tenderness and hand cut by master butchers in America's heartland. And it's got more marbling for exceptional flavor. It's just like the same choice as a steakhouse or a professional chef around the world, except you get it in your house. Go to omahasteaks.com, 50% off automatically because of the anniversary, and additional $35 off when you use promo code KFC Radio. That's 50% off at omahasteaks.com and $35 more when you use promo code KFC Radio.
Dude, we were shooting yesterday in your neck of the woods. We were way uptown.
I heard.
We were way uptown.
It's funny that because, I don't think you guys have ever been in that world, right? Like, have you ever been up in the Bronx
we were in West Farms in the Bronx, wherever that is.
You said you guys were up like near the zoo, which is like near Fordham Road. I think you guys were a little bit further south, but you start getting up there and you're not in Kansas anymore.
No, it wasn't like walking the street would totally would have been fine, but we were locked out of the gigster we rented, so we just had to sit on the street corner for a half hour, and that was mildly uncomfortable because it was right by.
That's somebody's corner, bro. You're not supposed to be.
It was by the subway stop and by the bus stop, so that's not a great area. In the good areas,
yeah,
right. In the bad areas, that's probably a really bad area, and you could just tell looking around. It was also such an interesting sociological experiment where some of the guys were with they're flashing gang signs across the street. I don't know, maybe not.
I was gonna say it's not a great neighborhood, but I could also see some of the people you were with making it more than it was.
Making it a bigger deal than it was.
Because it's listen, I've been fucking beaten up and robbed and shit in that same neighborhood, so it's not good, but it's also we went to school there, and once you get used to it, you just almost became part of the. It was almost like. You became part of the fabric of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's there's a homeless guy, and there's this, and there's that, and then there's the college kids who are also mixed into all this. So you do kind of get used to it. But if it's not your world and you're all there for the first time, and it's definitely
my
a culture shock.
uncomfortability was with the fact that we had so much camera equipment,
right?
And not even the fact that I thought I was gonna get stolen. Just I didn't want them to think we were doing a documentary or something we were coming out here and
we're the white kids in the hood who are
I
did when you put the Cookie Monster helmet on, did that change things?
No, it was a totally normal scene, so it wouldn't have any of that. But I just didn't want them to think we were coming uptown to film them and shit like that.
Yeah.
So
it's fucking planet Earth. They're in their element. Let's see how they behave in the wild. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah.
But then
that's funny.
Dude, the going into the. Basically, we rented what we thought was a hospital and ended up being kind of a children's clinic. And how funny, now this isn't funny really, but how wild is this? So in the hallways of the children's clinic, they had Sonic the Hedgehog, like kid stuff, right?
Yeah.
Sonic and Super Mario Brothers and Johnny Bravo and the Avengers and Disney princesses. And then V for Vendetta with the mask. With the mask. And then what is that? That's is that the
Kick-Ass?
Watchmen?
Watchmen, yeah.
Watchmen with the bullet hole smiley face. And then Cartman and the Grim Reaper. And I was like, these are in the hallway of the children's
It went from like little kids to like teenagers. Don't go down there if you're 7. That's wild. That is crazy. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a success.
I hope so. I there is no reason it shouldn't be. I don't think. I think it's good, and I think it's funny, and I hope it finds an audience.
I think this will be the last week of your life that you're not a TV star.
Oh.
God.
TV actor. I don't know, star. Star's relative, but yeah, you can't just be a podcaster anymore. You really fucked yourself on this one. People are gonna expect you to act.
Well, here's the
read
fun
like
thing.
scripts and stuff.
You can do whatever you want. I could maybe never act again.
I
One and done, baby.
I seriously just want one goddamn rich person. Okay, I guess rappers do this, whatever. But like, just somebody would be like, yeah, I got more money and it was fucking awesome. Like my life got so much better, and like
A lot of
being
people do
famous.
that.
I don't. Okay, rich.
People
yeah,
make a big deal out of the ones who complain, but most of
Yeah.
them are like, "This is pretty sick."
You're right. They're just like fame. Like seriously rocks.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. I guess
Fame is not
Most
the
of them are
part
like,
that's cool.
it's
The
got its
money's cool.
downsides, but like overall, it's pretty fucking great.
Yeah. I think like everything has downsides, but yeah, I hope that you're like, this shit rocks.
I don't foresee.
I
that.
genuinely, I think it's more. I think it's just if you're like, if you don't have kids and you're single and you can enjoy it, then it rocks. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
think you can have all the money in the world, and if you got like stressful family situations, it doesn't matter. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If everything else is cool, and then you just add money and like fame onto it, I think you'll probably be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You know, because nothing can really fix that other shit. You know what I mean? Like I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can't like money can't get rid of responsibilities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you can hire somebody and all that shit, but at the end of the day, you still have like responsibilities.
Right.
Whereas if freedom is like, and then you just throw. I feel like if you don't have like kids and you make like a normal amount of money, you can live like a king. You know what I mean? Like if all the money you make is just for you, you don't need to make that much money to have a good life.
Yeah,
You know? And then if you make a little bit of money, you can have a good life. If you make a lot of money, it's like the world is your playground.
Yeah.
You know? So that's more important than the.
Yeah.
It's like, stay here as long as you can. Just stay
Well, I know, but like, I just like paid off flip flops in 4 payments. Like, it's
you
gotta
really?
be good. It's gotta be better.
So we're
It's not
still
actually
working on the
perfect.
credit card thing. Huh?
No. I feel like I always talk about money problems. Like I swear to God, I'm fine. I'm seriously.
Yeah.
I'm seriously
Between the
fine.
FinDom and the credit card
Yeah.
debt and the 4 payments for flip flops, you're fine.
I forgot to say when we were talking about being up in the Bronx, and we were by like the subway stops and the bus stops, and we were by like where homeless people hang out.
Mm-hmm.
What makes a homeless man just get on a train, bro? Like I know we talked about this last episode or whatever, where you walk south
To travel somewhere or just ride the train?
We'll just come downtown at least.
Well, I think
Like you're
Yeah.
homeless, right? You're homeless. Nothing's gonna go well.
when you're homeless, you're home full. Anything could be your home.
That's what I mean. But why be like
Okay, so
come down to Times Square
I
at least?
think
They
probably.
come to my street.
So like at Fordham, there was this guy named Braids. Braids got a write up in the New York Post. He was so much of a staple of that corner. And he was one of those guys. He claimed, these things. You see these things like once a year in the New York Post that he made like $100,000.
Yeah.
I don't believe that, but I do believe he was like, I'm working this college kid beat.
But that's a different beat than the whatever we were on. We were on.
But whatever
West,
you might have a beat that he might have a beat like I get people from the zoo. I stand like I've noticed that people on the 1 train get more money than the D train, whatever it is. So you have like some reason,
if
whether
you're
it's
saying
real or
he's
not.
a zoo homeless, I'll accept that. If he's staying where he was,
He's a zoo homeless.
Then he's not in a good area.
I would sneak into the zoo, into one of those like cages that's nothing that can kill me, and I just like sleep with like the foxes. I'd be part of the zoo.
but like this guy, like there were stray dogs running around. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that, like he was like, dude, you're not getting $1 up here.
But I
There's
feel like-
stray dogs on the street.
I feel like that dude yesterday, like he's not going to get Clemmer to buy him a coffee down here,
We
but
gotta
he
talk about
runs
that.
that shit. So
Clemmer buying a cup of coffee for a homeless
I
guy
was
is the
scared.
most...
I would have done anything that guy told me, but I wouldn't if it was down here because I'm like, this is my spot. That's
You're
his
on
spot.
my turf, bitch.
But there are so many more. He can do that because there's no one up there in a Mets jersey who looks like
a freak.
They're scared. They're gonna be
Yeah.
scared like that. So that person comes.
Clemmer's got to be
He's a
target.
Oh, I'm sure they're
Clemmer
like...
in the West Bronx is a 100-year storm. You know what I mean? Like he's not coming every.
They were like, we're gonna milk this guy for all he's worth. That guy fucked up by asking for a coffee. He should have asked for $100
well, no,
bill.
Clemmer fucked up by then when
That
the guy
was so insane.
When the guy walked by again later, Clemmer goes, "How was that coffee?" And the guy stopped and then that was crazy.
And you know, it was like, how
Feitelberg
was
had
that
to
coffee?
defend me physically.
Yeah,
It was crazy.
That is a true. I thought buying the coffee was bad. I didn't know that he like reunited with him.
And then because he was, I remember because I was standing on the outside of the circle, and this was like when we were locked out of the building, so we were kind of just all standing there, and I saw this guy come by, and I was like, "Don't engage him." And then he had he had a winter hat on and a bottle of Crown Royal in his hand. Not a guy you start talking to.
And he'd already mixed the coffee with Hennessy, and it was like 9 a.m.
Not
Obviously.
yeah, it's 9 a.m.
He
on a
doesn't want the
Sunday.
coffee. He wants something to mix his booze with.
It was like, well, what are you doing today, bud?
So you want to see family? Are you working tomorrow?
And he was like, "How you doing? Oh, how was that coffee?" And the guy stopped. I started talking. Clemmer just turned right around, and it ended up being me, Una, and Tyler stuck in a conversation with this fucking guy for a long time.
Oh man. Yeah, that
He wasn't dangerous. He wasn't acting like aggressive or anything like that. It's just
no, but
he was
those
a crazy homeless
those
guy.
people see guys like that, and it's their mark.
Yeah.
He'll also
sure.
flip on a dime. Like, he was trying to get me to drink the coffee. If I had said one word, it would have been like, could have been like over my head. I don't fucking know.
Once he started raising the bottles, I was like, I should probably slide in here.
The 2 times in my life I've felt most like a chump. 3 times. White Castle up at Fordham Road. I think I've told this before. White Castle. So like at Fordham, there was like only a few bars, only a few pizza spots, and a White Castle. And it was like the bars stay to the kids, the pizza places stay to the kids. The locals had their bars and lounges, which is like we don't go there,
Right.
you know. But then there was White Castle, and White Castle was like the Venn diagram coming in the middle. Everybody wanted those burgers.
Oddly, that's like the only White Castle I've ever been to.
Yeah, it makes sense though. It's like a war zone, and it's just like right, literally, physically, and culturally in the middle. And you go in there, and all of the staff is behind bulletproof glass. You have to spin the money around the thing, so they are protected. They are good, and I was getting my burgers, and for whatever reason, we decided to eat them there, which was a bad. We usually get it and go. One time, we got the Crave crate. There's the Crave case, which is it looks like a briefcase, a cardboard briefcase that has 30 burgers in it. And then there's the Crave crate, which is a box, almost looks like a castle itself, that has 100. I remember one time we got the Crave crate and we walked through campus, like almost like you know you hold like a king up. Like 4 of us were like holding it and like passing out burgers. We were like the kings of campus. Anyway,
for no occasion, just for fun.
just like a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
But anyway, we ate the burgers there that night, and I just remember some locals took a full large soda, fountain soda, and threw it at us, and it just like exploded on us, and we were just like, time to go. Like, thank you. Enjoy your burgers. I'm sorry you spilled your drink. Can I buy you another one? Have mine. You appear to have spilled your Sprite on my head, dude. So that was super duper chump. I probably should have just like died that night.
Yeah.
Should just been like, well, you'll probably kill me, but I have to defend myself here. Another time was we were on Fordham Road again, and we were walking to the bars, and one of my friends, this guy like kind of cut like we were like standing on this side of the sidewalk kind of, and he like purposely cut near us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was being a dick, and one of my friends had a water bottle, and as it went by, he whacked the back of his car with it, and it was a water bottle. It wasn't like a glass bottle. Couldn't do any damage, but the guy stopped and came back and was like, I'm going to murder you.
Oh.
And I was like, you need to murder him, because he was the one who did it. But I think we ended up, he was like, give me some money for this. And so we gave him like $100 or something like that. And I was like, again, I should have just died.
Yeah.
Rather than give you money. But then the
I see. I with those, I'm like, you shouldn't die. Just give them whatever they want.
Yes.
Who cares?
But as a looking back on it, I'm like, man, in the moment I was like, yeah, for sure, let's go.
But like even looking back on it, I'm like, here's my phone. I don't fucking give a shit, dude. Like,
the worst one was when I was the victim of like the true blue New York hustle. Usually they do it with a bottle of liquor where they purposely bump into you and they drop their bottle and break it, and they make you buy a new one. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
This guy did that to me with eyeglasses.
He curbed you.
Yeah, basically. But also there's like, when you drop a glass bottle, like it breaks. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you drop a pair of eyeglasses on the floor, they don't break. And he did that and picked it up, and it was mangled. It was like someone stepped on them, and I was like, dude, that dropped like 18 inches. And he was like, I can't see now, and gave me the whole hustle, and I paid him money for that too. But again, because I was just like, what am I going to do here? Like, this guy's going to follow me forever, like whatever. But those moments definitely are like, I don't actually feel like a chump, but I feel like a chump. Because I'm like, well, the alternative is either like I die, I get arrested, there's a scene, something, or I just lose like $60.
But those it's lose $60.
Yeah.
Take whatever the fuck you want. Dude.
But there's something about like, you saw me and looked at me and are like, I can take advantage of you for $60. That sucks. That's what I say. I've always said I wish I could fight, not because I want to go around fighting people, but just because I don't think you would pick me out of that crowd to do that. And if you did do that, I could say no, and I could hold my own if I needed to. You know what I mean? That's why I want to fight, so you can defend Clemmer from.
I was like intentionally avoiding touching him because I was like, if I touch him, then it's
on you.
Then it escalates.
If you had touched him, I probably would have Ubered home. I would have been like, I'm good here.
I mean, I can't believe there's a single female who goes to Fordham.
Yeah,
like it's one thing as a guy. I wasn't like tough at all, but I still was like, I can walk these streets. And then like a couple times I was wrong and I couldn't, but like for the most part I can.
I can't imagine.
There were girls who just like
got out unscathed.
I would not have walked down that street by myself.
I often think about the Fordham Pussy Patrol. And I'm like, what? It's Tommy, Spider, Jack Mac. That's it?
I feel like there's one more, but I can't think of it.
Spider, it's kind of like I could see him walking, just somebody being like, I don't want to fuck with that.
No, but you guys have to realize that you have witnessed the Barstool-ified pussy posse, where they got a little bit of confidence and they, are more famous and they kind of had a glow up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When the pussy posse came through, it was it's a ridiculous name now. It was the whole point was it's ridiculous to call these guys the Pussy Posse because they were like so young and like just not that any of them have become like these fashionista like hot guys, but like they didn't know what to wear, how to cut their hair, what to do.
Yeah.
I don't think they had much experience in anything in life. And I think about them in that setting at Fordham, and I'm like, I hope you got beat up a lot too. Like, if these things happen to me, like 100 times more should happen to you.
Do you guys ever experience this where, like, probably not as guys, but like if somebody's like, oh, meet on the corner of X and X, and then you're like waiting at the corner, and then you're like trying to like not look like a prostitute as much as possible, and you're just like,
I can't say I've experienced that, but yeah, when cars start pulling over and rolling down their window, maybe you're looking a little bit too like a prostitute.
Most street corners, I try to look like a prostitute. I'm kind of the opposite. I got my shirt off; it's slunk over my shoulder.
Getting catcalled.
I'm just on a corner in Chelsea, barking like a seal.
We should all stand on street corners and whoever gets like asked for prostitution first.
I think we're gonna know who's gonna win that.
What do you think, Jackie? What do you think the prize should be? $100,000?
That actually sounds like a really good idea. I think that we should do that.
Jackie's just talking about, by the way.
Money I make I
was gonna say, you're just talking about becoming a prostitute. You know what we should do is hang out on the corner until people give us money. Yeah, I think that's gonna happen. Speaking of that,
quick video idea: 3 of us stand on a corner.
Did you see? Remember Lil Tay?
Yeah.
Lil Tay hit 18.
See that kid?
No, she's the like Asian rapper. That's Lil Terrio.
Terrio.
Lil Tay was that Asian girl, like rapper, who was like, fuck my parents, and she had bricks of cash.
Yeah.
So she turned 18. What do you think she did immediately?
Yeah, I had a pretty good guess there.
Made actually kind of like, as far as, let me see, Steve was the one who sent me this because he's a little pervert.
Did it say subscribed on the screenshot Steve said?
Wait, where? Okay, yeah. she made, I guess, okay, yeah, she made $1 million in 3 hours. I actually think that's kind of like broke girl numbers for this.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Bad Baby made like. Can you look up what Bad Baby made in 24 hours? Because I think she like made like tens of millions in 24 hours. I guess if you, so that would be $8 million in a day. I think that's kind of get your
Lil
weight up,
Tay
girl.
should have turned 18 like 5 years ago. It would have been way
the
better
fact
for
that she's
her.
just 18 now is sickening. Because I know Bad Baby made like $50 million in like a year or something like that.
But then within 1 million in 3 hours is like.
Yeah, listen, I'm not. Obviously, that's insane, but I just think sometimes in the world of OnlyFans, some of these numbers are so extravagant that like that doesn't even seem that crazy to me. But yeah, the fact that like.
But also, like, when Abella sat here and was like, I don't really believe those numbers, it kind of made me go, well, I don't believe them either then.
Some people.
If the people in the sex work industry are like, yeah, those are real.
you can fake anything at this point, but some people do post like a screenshot of their account or whatever. But yeah, I'm sure. I unfortunately realize just how much everything is like fabricated and fake and like.
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of a fucking loser am I that I've been telling the truth on the internet all these years? You know, like, just fucking play a character and hype it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I've showed you like all my losses and tell you when I fail and like don't inflate things. Like, fucking loser. Just lie, man.
I made $70 million showing my cock yesterday.
It's a good story, though. But
Imagine Kevin just comes in one day, he's just like trying a new angle. So funny.
imagine though you're like, I mean, I think the whole point about Lil Tay is like she hates her family, right? She's like beefs with her own parents or whatever. But
I think that's also the whole point of that baby too, right?
yeah, but Bad Baby I think was raised by like wolves. I don't think she even like has parents. She was on Dr. Phil fighting that against her parents from like day one.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was exactly like a good family situation. But if you are ever in a situation where like you're involved in your daughter's life and it's like, all right, you're 17 and 364 days, and then a few hours from now you're not and you're a millionaire, that's fucking so warped.
Well, people are also
so
talking
crazy.
about she posted the OnlyFans at 12:01. When the hell did she take those pictures?
Well, that's the other thing too. Yeah.
I
need the
think it's
metadata on those pictures. Also, that should be like a watch list. If you sign up for Lil Tay's OnlyFans in the first 5 minutes, pre-crime, you're going to jail. Or you're at the very least, we're surveilling you until you do something because you're going to jail. That is as crazy as you get. The amount of like teen shit that we grew up with that like I just thought was normal. It's just like, oh, that's just like a category of porn. And now I'm like, when they have like pigtails and shit, it's like
I very happily never enjoyed that. Just like I never enjoyed step stuff. That's weird too, you fucking perverts.
at least that's like, well, hopefully all of it's fabricated and those aren't teens, But I don't know. When it's like petite teen, it's like you're saying all the words to say little girl, little child. Like, god damn. But the if you're on the record as like, I bought that. Crazy town.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
Dude, the porn talk reminded me.
By the way, I spent the whole weekend in a Pornhubless state. That's the worst.
Every time Kevin goes into the bathroom, he's like, God damn it! Still in Jersey!
No, it was the Jersey. I think Jersey's good, but North Carolina's got to go.
Carolina.
North Carolina's got to grow the fuck up.
There are times when you're like down, like I was in Florida last week.
Texas is one of them. I thought Texas was like the land of the free. The fuck?
Land of the free. Unless you're putting trans porn on the website.
That's probably why, right? Yeah. I was on xnxx.com.
Yeah, I know the
like,
game. I know the
what
game.
is this shit? I'm looking at it. I'm like, the user interface is so trash. I was like these borders are ridiculous.
This search function doesn't even work.
Yes. I'm like, is that a banner ad I'm looking at? What is going on here? Crazy, man.
You want to fuck old ladies,
Yeah,
ugly old women? Do you guys get ones like that?
Yes.
Not you.
Yes.
I meant the women.
Yeah, because I'm from North Carolina.
But
so
you
I'm
get,
only
like-
on the weird sites that give you that.
all those, the ones that speak to me are, when it's like, oh, why you have like gay ads on your thing, and it's like, bro, that's because of your searching. My searching, it does not add up to the ads that talk to me.
Most of
it's always
mine-
old women, trans, and like jerk off with
Yeah.
Mine
You
are
know what I
ugly
mean?
old women.
Why?
Exclusively
You
ugly
wanna
old
fuck
women.
old women?
Why specify ugly?
I thought that was because that's who lived near me. I thought that was a me thing. I was like, North Carolina, ugly old. Yeah, makes sense.
But
how come it's not?
Who's ugly working on? Old women? Sure.
Oh, I feel like a lot of people.
Who is like, yeah, no, you know what? Now that you say it, I was thinking an ugly chick. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Why
it's
is it
my
not-
fantasy.
How about-
Wouldn't I fucking
I think
choose
it's
a hot woman?
Wouldn't you just say there's something for everybody here? like we have everything you need to come jerk off to. I'm not clicking on old ugly women.
You ever seen an old woman who makes you want to puke? Want to fuck one? No.
Absolutely not.
Where are the girls who went wild?
It used to be like, see big tits. Yeah. Now it's like, do you want an old woman in debt?
That's such a recession indicator.
Her son lives at home. He never leaves.
She's not a good cook. She's struggling to make ends meet. She is pretty handy around the house, though. She's working on the garage right now. She paid for sandals in 4 statements. But there's somebody out there that's like, old woman in debt? That's my bag, bro.
They feel like it's realistic. I feel like that's why. They're
I
like, I can
guess.
do this. For
My
sure.
point is, the fucking pre-ad on the porn doesn't have to read the preamble from the Statue of Liberty. Where it's like, give me your poor, hapless masses. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just say like, hot chicks over here. I'd be into that.
Fucking we the people. Man, that's funny. That is funny. But maybe listen, I'm not one to. I'm sure they figured this out. I'm sure there's someone who's done market research that's like, yeah, if you just say you want hot girls in your area and no one clicks, and if you say this, there's not many, but there's like 50 people who like old women who are gonna come spend money. Those are, I almost think it's like Chatterbait. I've never used once.
No.
That's been a pop up on Pornhub for centuries.
Yeah. Oh, it's probably my second most frequently visited website.
But I've also never visited it. Have you ever engaged with it?
No, but I just go to it by accident every time I click something.
My point being that it's almost like maybe I'm wrong. There's just so many people that enough runoff comes through Chatterbait where you succeed. But I'm almost like being one of those like flagpole partners almost makes me skip past you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like Ashley Madison. Like I can't believe there are people who used Ashley Madison. Yeah. That was insane. That was like the most.
But there is also the point of there's some guy who's like,
it's right there.
You know what? I am tired of jerking off alone.
Yeah.
I like how much the ladies are getting these jokes.
You guys know.
But anyway,
I'm happy to hear that though, because there were times I was like, I know that I'm not watching that, but I must be watching enough that they're like, feed these to this pervert.
Yeah.
So the fact that everybody's getting them, I'm happy. You know what I mean? It's like, is this who I am as a person now? That I'm getting targeted with like the old women trans.
Just you again, huh?
Much hasn't changed. Back for more. Anyway,
but
I derailed you. Yeah,
I brought this all up to say I was watching a porn the other day, and it was a threesome, and the chick goes, tell him to fuck me harder, and the guy goes, yeah, fuck me harder, and then he goes, wait.
That was in the porn?
He doesn't say wait, but he gets like really flustered.
Yeah. That's funny.
Dude, it was like the hardest I've ever laughed with an
erection. I was going to say that's the best porn entertainment of all time. It's not the kind you want, but that I would sign up for more. That's what I need. Do you want like funny slip-ups in your porn? Click here. I'd be clicking on that shit. Forget the old women. That
Do you
is
like
so
that?
good.
Yeah. Do you like that? Yeah. Tell him to fuck me harder. Fuck me harder. Wait. No.
You ever done that?
What?
Slip up like that?
No.
I was in high school having phone sex with a long distance girlfriend, and when you have those slip ups, it's very funny. When you're like, yeah, like when you say my pussy on the phone, it's very funny. It's very funny. Like it derails the whole thing. Everybody stopped. Everybody just had a grand old time with it. It's like, okay, no one's coming anymore. No one's gonna come.
My pussy right now.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's funny.
Fuck, I was just gonna say something else too. I don't know. That killed me. I was laughing so
That's
hard.
really good.
Fuck me harder. Wait, no.
It's like bloopers, bro.
This guy was literally inside a woman and was like, "Don't fuck, I'm not gay."
They've got to set up bloopers to like watch after, to like chill out for a
These
second.
are
That'd
the
be
outtakes,
so
man.
fire.
The aftercare is just you watching bloopers. By the way, my Instagram, I don't understand how like I can get dinged on Instagram for like they'll like suppress my video if it's like about sex, and then like the Instagram's getting a little crazy. Instagram's almost going the way of Twitter.
Really?
Not with visual, but like some of the, and then the algorithm is just such a problem. Here's what we need. Someone needs to adjust the algorithm for morbid curiosity. Because I will click on things, will watch something to be like, what the fuck was that? But then you think that I watched that for a reason, and you feed me more of it. And then I watch more of it, and guess what my algorithm is now? You know what I mean? It's fucking old women, ugly women. You know? Like there needs to be like a little thumbs up or thumbs down at the bottom that you click. Like that was just for, and they do have those things to like train your algorithm. But I don't know. It's just like you fed me this, and now you're making me into this. You're creating this problem. You know?
I think the main problem with the internet is it's the only place in the world that's for everybody.
Yeah.
There's no separation of like this part's for kids, this part's for, and I know why you can't do that because there's gonna be a lot of adults trying to get into that kid part.
Yeah.
But like.
That's what they try to do with algorithms. It's the For You page. So like your internet is your internet, but
like
you can't really do that.
I was looking at the clip. I think it was one of ours the other day, and like "goddamn" is bleeped, and it's like, what are we doing? We can't say "goddamn" on the internet,
bro.
anymore.
I mean, but I went through this battle a long time ago, and I fought it for a long time, and I still do to some extent. Like I'm gonna say OnlyFans if I'm doing it only. Like people put OF, people put 0F.
Yeah.
They write OHFHEFF, like because you can't even do the abbreviations anymore.
But that's like good. You say OnlyFans because hopefully they will keep that away from children. It's like
right,
almost
you would
like
almost think that would be better. You're trying, tricks so it gets into
it gets into the kid algorithm.
Yeah. But there's the For You shit is just too. I see what they're trying to do, but I think it almost backfires in a way. You know what I mean?
I think we're at a point where like the internet it's just too niche. Everything is niche.
Yeah, everything's specialized.
Like
everything.
There's nothing like mainstream really, save for Coldplay guy. Like everything is just like in the little corners of the internet.
You know what? It's not the internet's fault. It's the world's fault. There's too many people. There's too many people in the world. Because what happened was like when you were a nerd. Let's just say stereotypical, because nerds have now like taken over the world. This is kind of my point, actually. Let's say back in like the 80s, you were into dorky shit. You were into like Dungeons and Dragons. You had like one friend, and you did Dungeons and Dragons, and then like the rest of the school made fun of you. No. But when you find the internet, you find out that like every school has 2 kids, and all of a sudden it's like there's 10 million of us, and we can all just like and that's why comic book movies and Game of Thrones and all that shit became so popular because like everyone kind of, but like. If there's not that many, there's a whole bunch of people out there who want to watch old ugly women, and they come together, and now they're not even ashamed anymore because there's millions of us in this forum, or what? 2 billion people watch this video that I only thought like I was into. Too many people.
Yeah.
Because everything that is a niche is not really a niche. It's a niche in like the grand sense, but it's like there's still millions of people all do this,
right?
And that's a good thing because it can help you. Like you can be like a. I make these extremely obscure videos on YouTube, but I'm rich off of it because of that. But it also just creates weird trends and weird dynamics, and everything's fucked up because of that. I don't know. It's you were probably like you grew up like totally entrenched in the internet, right?
My parents didn't really let me be. Like I got a phone late and stuff, but I see other people who did, and I'm like, thank God my parents didn't make me turn out like you.
Yeah.
Because I go on it, but at least I'm aware that it's a problem. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was talking to my dad about that the other day. Like, literally one of my biggest points of pride as a person is that my parents are not internet people.
And they were like, you'll thank us one day. And I'm like, I haven't thanked them yet, but I'm going to.
But, like, what are you going to... You're pretty good. You're a little bit checked out. But, like, when you're old, you think you'll be removed?
But, like, I'm not applying that to, like, what we do. I mean just, like, regular Facebook people.
Right.
Like,
Oh, right.
I don't mean, like, had professions on the internet. I just mean, like, my mom's not regularly updating her Facebook.
But I do think that, like, okay, I'll probably be on Instagram forever. But whatever's next, I'll be your dad's on Instagram. He's not on
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's all like whatever the new thing is that's relative. I won't be doing that.
Right.
I can't. I'm still so mad at like TikTok. You know what I mean? Whatever comes after that is I'm for sure out on.
Do you? The way that I watch TikTok is like I only like I watch TikTok and then I click on the sound and then I watch every single video in the sound and then I go back and I watch the second TikTok and I only get to like 3 TikToks.
That's crazy.
Done. And that's how. And so my For You page is like all like.
That's interesting. That's why it's funny trying to like crack the internet and realizing that there are weirdos out there that do that. Because there are times where I'm like, I mean, let me just say this. This kind of ties into it. You don't need to put Jet 2 Holiday on every single video.
Wait, what?
You know, Jet 2 Holidays?
No.
You don't know Jet 2 Holiday? I posted one this morning. My subway station collapsed.
The British voice, like, this is all Jet 2 Holiday. Save 50 pounds per person on da-da-da. You don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
You're bad at your job.
Wait, fuck.
It's like the most.
You can't play it. There's music behind it.
Yeah. It's got like the.
It's like the audio.
You probably
song.
can't. Yeah.
Oh yes.
I mean, it started out that it was like people played it like. The first time I saw it, it was like a video of someone on a cruise, like on a holiday, and they're like fighting each other. And it has this. You probably don't know what I'm talking about, right? It's got what is that song? It's a popular song.
It's Love Island.
Oh yeah, it's a Love Island. And then there's this person doing like an ad that they're like, sign up now for our Jet 2 Holiday. You'll save 50 pounds per person if you sign up before blah blah blah. I don't know.
Just a British airline.
Yeah, British Airlines. And it started out, at least when I saw it, that it was people on vacation, but it didn't match. You know, it was like people either in a vicious brawl or doing something. You know, they're drunk or whatever. Now it's just Chuck E. Cheese got arrested the other day. They put the Jet 2 Holiday video. Probably because there's weirdos though. Just click in on the sound. There's a popular sound. I'll watch every single video. So you're trying to ride the algorithm. Yeah. And it's like, no, just make it use the sound that it should be. You know what I mean? The internet purist in me is like, this is not the way to do it. But the Jackies of the world are making it. Why drop a fortune on basics when you don't have to? Quince has the good stuff. High quality fabrics, classic fits, and lightweight layers for warm weather. All at prices that make sense. Everything I've ordered from Quince has been nothing but solid. They have closet staples that you'll want to reach out for over and over again, like cozy cashmere, cotton sweaters starting at just $50, breathable flow knit polos, and comfortable lightweight pants that somehow work for both the weekend and the office. Best part is everything with Quince is half the cost of similar brands. They cut out the middleman, work directly with you. So Quince gives you luxury pieces without the markup, which is pretty much everything you want in a clothing line right now. Keep it classic and cool with long-lasting staples from Quince. Go to quince.com/KFC for free shipping on your order, 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/KFC to get free shipping on your already affordable clothing, plus 365-day returns. That's quince.com/KFC. JackPocket is America's #1 lottery app.
JackPocket.
Order official state lottery tickets. It's never been easier thanks to the JackPocket lottery app. Now all your favorite lottery games are just a tap away on your phone. JackPocket is safe, secure, and easy to use. And the best part is we've teamed up with JackPocket to bring you a special offer. Right now, customers who opt in will receive $5 in lottery credits when you use code KFC2 at sign up. All of you have already used KFC 1. You've gotten your free Powerball. You've gotten your free Mega Millions. You got your free Scratchies, whatever. Now it's time to do KFC 2. You can get $5 off in lottery tickets for new customers when you sign up today at JackPocket, America's #1 lottery app. Yeah, but it's that algorithm is weird. What else we got? What else happened when I was gone? Any Barstool drama? Any?
I don't think so.
I feel like I went away for 2 years.
Yeah. That was.
I say this like every year, and at this point, I have taken vacations. So there was a time a few years ago where I was like, this is the first vacation I've taken like ever here. I have obviously taken vacation, but I really don't think I've ever checked out for like 2 weeks. I did like any of the shows that I do Zoom on, I still kept up with. Yeah. But I was just like, I don't know, you guys do
but
it.
You also
and
had
like,
4th of July week like right before.
Right.
So it ends up feeling like 3 weeks.
And I mean, it was like, I've never been away for like a month.
I feel like you always kind of come back with like a vacation brain where you're like, I want to live here. For like, but you
No.
Yeah, you did want to live in North Carolina. Was one for sure.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Well, we decided that we're going to take sabbaticals. We're going to do a month in Europe, each different countries. So you start thinking about your sabbatical.
I definitely think that's another thing the internet should do. Like the internet should agree on, I don't know how Hollywood agreed on seasons and off seasons for television shows, because it seems like such a cutthroat place that they would be like, we're just going to keep going.
I think it's impossible.
You just have to?
Yeah.
or I guess the ease of podcasts and shit like that, you can just go forever.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were born, and by we I mean like podcasts as a whole, but like it's talk radio, and talk radio they do
Goes forever, yeah. But even that is like Mike Francesa used to take off the summer.
Yeah,
He'd
but
be like,
that's
I'll be
when you
back
get to
for
a
football.
certain point.
Yeah,
Felger I think goes off to Nantucket for a month or two or whatever, but like.
But the machine
he's
keeps
Felger.
going.
No,
yeah.
he became Felger first.
Right. I think we are also. I think we're at a point of like phase, either 2 or whatever phase it is of podcasting. I think it's like. I mean, that's not even breaking news. I think it's been that way for a while. But it's like, I think just the famous, talented people have taken over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it used to be like just regular people did it. It was weird when
like Jason Bateman did it.
Right.
Yeah.
And now that's like, I think the only new ones that'll like be really successful.
Yeah, but we've thought that before too. Like
But that's what I mean. I think we're like entrenched in that. Like, I just think there's going to be another Bateman. There's going to be more people who are like, let me do that next. And I just think those networks and those sponsors are going to like go to those people.
Yeah,
I think you have to be really, really good, lucky, catch a wave, whatever, to be like a regular person and have a smash podcast. Videos and shit like that can still happen.
Right.
But like, I'm going to sit down and listen to this person like 2 or 3 times a week for an hour plus when there's just more and more famous, talented, interesting, better stories, people coming through. I don't know. It's tough. Unless maybe like, I guess some of the like girl podcasts I think can still do that.
Yeah. I also think it would just be like kind of like social media where it's like everyone has, like there's a ton of people with like hundreds of thousands of followers. They just like each have their own niche following.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's just like, okay, obviously there's the top people, but then it's like everyone has their niche following. It's just like everyone has a podcast, but there's a lot
I just
of
think that
listeners
it's
for
also
everyone.
become like it used to be like we would literally do it in a basement or a side room, and now it just feels like you can still do that, but it just feels like everyone has like studios and cameras and clips, and it's the machine has gotten to the point where I think you could have a podcast, but in order to succeed, the quantity and the quality that you need to churn out is almost impossible as like a regular person anymore, because it's like the famous people are going to have 20 accounts that all post 20 clips that, it's just like it floods the internet. I don't know. It just seems like it might be over for the average person to just be like, I'm going to quit my job and do this. You know what I mean, that's
the point of entry is harder.
Yeah. It's still much easier than, getting to Hollywood or something like that. But I think it's reaching the point where it's the same thing as trying to be in a TV show or a movie. It's like, oh, you have a podcast? That's like a bigger deal now. Where it used to be like, you make money doing that? Now it's like,
but there's also the side of it that is like the point of entry is higher, but also it's never been lower. Like you can get it for $50 on Amazon. Like the meme is
the actual point of entry will always be low. It's I guess the point of like success.
But you have to like reinvent like what your idea of success is.
Yeah.
Because are you going to be as big as Jason Bateman's podcast? Probably fucking not, dude. He's been a celebrity for 30 years. Like, can you be successful for your style? Like I saw a cool clip of Mark Duplass, from the league and stuff.
Yep.
And he loves making like indie films. That's just like what his thing is. And he was talking at, who knows, some conference. And he was basically telling like, it was like a young filmmaker conference. And he was like, stop wondering when the cavalry is coming. He's like, you're the cavalry.
That's it. Yeah.
Just go make the fucking movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, it's the same thing for podcasting. Like, oh, I hope Barstool signs me. Like, just fucking make it.
Yeah.
I don't know
Always
if it'll
been
be
that way.
successful. I don't know if you'll do well, but you can do it.
I think I think maybe the days of just like I have a podcast and I talk about everything and it's success are gone. You almost have to pick a niche. That's always been a thing though. There was a book called The Long Tail that was out like years ago, and it was kind of like if you think about like a curve on a graph, what I mean? The tail where it gets like really long at the end is like low popularity, but there's if you kill that tail, like you have an audience. You know what I mean? So I sell like custom like whatever things around the house. And it's like that's not a huge thing, but the people who listen or follow me are gonna buy that shit. You know what I mean? As long as you have like merch or something you can convert, you can make money doing absolutely anything. But I think maybe the days of just like this guy is funny and like sports and like just Barstool as a whole, like I don't know if that can happen anymore. We're just like, I'm a regular guy who likes the things you like and like.
But it can't happen anymore because it already happened.
Yeah.
Like there's a place for it.
Right.
It's here.
Right.
The thing that can't happen again has to happen now.
Right. Whatever that
think
next
another
thing
kind
is.
of Barstool could pop up.
No, I shouldn't say that. I'm just saying like.
Well, it certainly has, right? Like you got the Friday beers and you got.
But even those guys, like I think Friday Beers is like kind of next, but they do like. I feel like they did skits and they were working like our thing in the beginning. I mean, at least for me, I was just like, these are just my thoughts on everything.
Yeah.
And it was new enough and relatable enough that people were like, I agree with that. And it was, I think people hadn't really seen that yet. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, this person is putting into words and really articulating like a funny experience that every guy group has, you know?
Yeah.
I think that has kind of been maybe done to death, or it's like we've heard all the inside jokes. We all know everything about each other. You know what I mean? Where in the beginning, I think it was like, oh wow, these people like think like me, act like me, like the same things as me, and I haven't found that yet. Now, everybody has found some version of that. A podcast, influencer,
but then, like,
an account you follow, whatever it is.
But that'll just birth
something else.
Yeah. Right? Like I remember I was at the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam, and we were looking at a Van Gogh gallery. And they were like, the only reason Van Gogh painted like this is because he sucked at painting realism. And realism was popular. And he was like, what can I do that they can't? I'll do expressionism.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, that's how it works. And so like people.
But that's kind of what I mean is like, well, that's a little bit different because that's almost like you have to be better. It's just, you have to like give it a little more thought, a little more of a plan. You can't just kind of go in like willy-nilly. Because there's so much of that I think it needs to be like, I'm going to focus on this market or this style or this thing. But yeah, I'm sure that's been around in some variations forever.
Something will get popular.
I couldn't act, serious, so I did comedy.
Yeah.
Or I couldn't sing, so I played the instrument. Or I couldn't play the instrument, so I did whatever. You know.
I also always think of like the book, The Art of War, or whatever, and he's saying that.
Have you read The Art of War?
Yeah, or
Sun
audiobook.
Audiobook.
Sorry, War of Art. Not The Art of War. War of Art.
Think of that maybe. The Art of War is like literally like how to kill your opponent.
Little Sun Tzu. All right.
What is Art of War? Or what's yours called? War of Art?
The War of Art. The War
a
of
clever
Art.
name,
Yeah,
though.
it's like I read it a while. I listened to it a while ago. I don't even really fully remember. But it's basically like honing your craft, like whatever. But it's just saying like if you have the mindset like, oh, I can't be the top scientist because there's already so many really talented scientists, then it's like, but there's going to be another generation of top scientists, and there's no reason to believe that you can't be one of them. Like, there's going to be somebody.
Yeah.
So, like, if somebody's
There's
gonna
always
fill that-
somebody bigger, better,
So it's
faster,
like-
stronger, richer, funnier,
Yeah,
whatever.
but like podcasting is gonna be the same way, where it's like, okay, there's gonna be like a whole different form of like media, podcast, whatever, that's like gonna be bubbling up in the next few years. There's no reason to believe that you can't be.
I agree with that. I think, but it's almost. I think we've had this conversation before about the comics, where it felt like there was a crop of comedians that all like blew up, and I don't think there's been another
Jackie,
like.
whatever you're doing,
Sorry,
stop
sorry.
doing it.
Is it annoying?
Not a
Jackie's
bomb.
like-
No, it's not annoying for me, but no one's gonna be able to hear anyone.
Oh, sorry.
I just feel like you almost need to be like. There's like individuals who like still really pop through and shine, but as far as like a incoming class of people. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like people almost reach a little bit of saturation with, like, the podcasts they listen to, the accounts they follow, where, like, you can't listen to, like, 10 new ones or follow 10 new ones or buy tickets to 10 new ones. Now there's, like, one or two that really break through, and it's, like, they're next. But the idea of, like, entire swaths of, like, an industry, I don't know.
Yeah, but, like, that to me, that sounds like what I would say about quarterbacks. And I said it for like 3 years, 4 years, where I'd be like, there's no good
Mahomes
quarterbacks.
and Allen
we
and Burrow.
retired all of them.
Yeah.
Like, all of them retired. And then, like, 3 years passed, and it's like, well, guess what? We got about 5, 6 really good ones again.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it'll be...
Right.
And then there'll be, 6 of those were retired. And like, we only have one good quarterback. And then,
But then two more pop up,
then a
and
couple more
a late
pop
round
up over
pick
the next
becomes
few
the
years.
MVP.
and then-
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of this stuff is more like perception than it is reality, but it's definitely different from when it really was like a blank canvas at one point, where it was like, I don't know, people are popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
in all sorts of different. By the way, speaking of comics, did you see Matt Rife bought
Yeah.
all of the most haunted stuff in the world?
Yeah, to be honest, I was thinking about that when you were talking about your
Telepathy.
telepathy. It sounded like the Ed Warren tapes.
Well, remember the Ed Warren tapes?
He's just
like
like
the Conjuring
The
people.
Conjuring. Like
The real life people like behind the Conjuring. But yeah, Matt bought like all of the dolls and their house, I think, right?
Yeah.
Like, all of the most haunted shit in the world, which is probably fine, right? But also, if I was Matt Rife, one of the most successful people like in the world right now, and like finally made it huge and tons of money and tons of success, I just wouldn't rock the boat. I think you could probably buy haunted movie dolls and be safe. But what if not? What if Matt Rife, like, what if that house burns down with him inside of it and he loses everything and it's like, Well, that was dumb. I just don't want to be that guy. I don't want that to be my legacy. That I like poked the bear and bought it. Like, look, I got this creepy thing, and then it fucking kills me. It's like, yeah you shouldn't have fucked with that.
I think the buying is the easy process. The staying in.
Yeah. So what is he doing with it? Like, because that's if you own it, whatever. But
Yeah,
it's like,
I own it. I live in
put this in your bedroom with you. Yeah.
I bought it, but I'll never go inside. I think Nick Cage did that with
everything. Dinosaur bones.
At least people told me it happened. I have no idea. I didn't see the paperwork myself, but people said he owned like the most haunted house in New Orleans, which was the most haunted house in America, but he wouldn't go in. So it's like, well,
what's
really not much. Or no, he wouldn't sleep there. He would have dinner, but he wouldn't sleep there.
There's a whole American Horror Story series about this house. It's fucking scary.
I always think like if you got haunted by those like Native American trinkets or whatever, and you're like a skeptic and you don't even really believe
to the people
in
who
that kind of
believe?
stuff, to people who believe,
you're like a vessel that's like wants it.
yeah. You
They're
can
coming
already
right
see
in,
the
bro.
signs.
Yeah, like to me, like that's
They're
a funny
fucking your shit
story.
up. What?
Like like to me, it's just a funny story. Like I don't think there's actually a Native American spirit following me in my car. It's just a funny story.
But you did kind of get, what was it again? Can you retell the story?
I broke into an abandoned house. I don't know. It was like right off my high school's like property. And I went on a date there. And my buddy, the only reason I knew about it is because my buddy had told me like, oh, I went to that house. Like I stole a Native American like statue from it. And he put it in his dorm room.
You went on a date there?
Yeah.
You're trying to scare yourself into some pussy? trying to scare her and give it up? You're so scared. You're so scared. Why don't you take your pants off, girl?
Babe, that'll be fun. But so I hear about this, and he steals a Native American statue, keeps it in his dorm room. He hears chants that night or something like that. He's like, so I threw that thing back in the house. I gotta go get that thing, put it back in the room.
Yeah.
Right? And so I told my girlfriend at the time, I was like, you want to go get this thing and fucking scare apes with it? She's like, yeah, it's a great idea. I was like, fucking, I know. And so we break in like under the house, steal this statue, get in the car. My mom calls me and she's like, your brother needs to get picked up in Boston. Can you go get him? And I was like, fuck. All right, fine. So I go to drive to pick him up. I obviously didn't have time to get rid of this statue. Get in a car accident that day with the statue in the car. Then whatever, I'm emptying out my car. Probably ended up getting a new one. And I left it in the garage. Like 5 years later, my buddy comes over, and I was like, oh, dude, look what I have. And I like threw it to him jokingly. He got scared, tripped, fell into a saw. I mean, he just cut his hand.
He's dead. He chopped off his head. He's gone.
But he cut his hand, but he's fine. So we got rid of it after that. But I don't think... Like, those are too pretty. It's a funny story to tell that, like, a spirit was chasing me.
But it's enough for me to not go buy a Native American statue. It's enough for me, like, listen, I finally made it. Things are good. I don't want to become Mr. Conjuring right now.
Yeah.
My family and I went to China one time, and we, like, brought some...
That's a pretty intense family trip.
Yeah. I don't know.
Just like a family vacation to China?
Yeah. I mean, it was, like, Hong Kong, like,
Yeah.
you know. Anyways, we, like, got some kind of... there was something that they were kind of like, that's bad luck. And then we got it, and then, like... right after my mom got cancer or like a tumor, my dad like lost a job, like a bunch of bad stuff. Had my dog died, and then we were like, so I don't fuck with that stuff anymore.
Yeah, it's just not. Life's hard enough. I need to add on the 1%, 0.01% chance.
You might as well not. It's not worth it.
It's just not worth it,
But I hope
bro.
the best for Matt Rife.
Like you're about to launch your new show. If I just like handed you something, I was like, this thing is fucking haunted, and you'd be like, I'll put it in my pocket.
I probably would.
Just to be like an asshole.
Yeah.
But there would be one part of you that's like...
Oh, it'd be a part of me. I'd do it anyway, but I'd be like, stupid, you fucking idiot. You ruined the show because you don't want to look like you believe in ghosts.
Yeah. Trying to make a fucking point. Gotta be that guy. Yeah. Now you ruined it for the whole team. Motherfucker. What else? I'm trying to think if there's anything else that happened while we were gone. Let me just look. Did you guys talk about City Sweeney?
No.
I think the Sydney Sweeney thing is one of the more ridiculous things in a world of ridiculousness.
Of course.
But like this one's really bad.
But everyone agrees it's bad. That's the point. Like
I see a lot.
No one reasonable is making this argument. People with like 300.
I've seen it.
Who?
It was who was it? It was I mean I don't know his name, so it's nobody famous, but it was
That's the problem with
it was
Twitter.
Tommy Lahren show
things
was
get
a
like
guy,
14 million views, and they're like, everyone's saying it. It's like one crazy person said it, then everyone quote tweeted saying it's dumb.
Let me find the guy's name just because I don't know if he was really famous or not, but it was Tommy Lahren was on, obviously on the side of like, this is not a big deal. And the guy she was talking to flat out said, if Donald Trump was not in office, they would not have made that ad.
I can't speak to that. I have no idea. But
yeah, you can't speak to that. But like, I don't think that was the case.
I would be very surprised if that was the case
I think
as
they
well.
made a jeans pun with someone who's blonde hair and blue eyes.
Yeah.
That's what happened. And like, I think they're also at a point, I think this has ended up being, I haven't seen if they're like, like when Bud Light did their shit and they dropped like 50%. Like, there is such thing as bad publicity, right? I don't know if that happened to American Eagle. I haven't seen that. I don't think it is. I almost feel like it's become a positive for them. I think it's got like you said, everyone's saying how ridiculous this is, and I'm sure there are people out there who are like purposely buying American Eagle jeans. So maybe they wanted this attention. I think the only thing they're guilty of is like, if you didn't want this attention, you need someone on your staff who knows how stupid the internet is these days. Someone who would just say, I know this sounds silly, but there are going to be people who say that blonde hair and blue eye with jeans are Nazis, and we have to be prepared for that. And then you can decide, do we want that heat or not? It might be good, it might be bad, but you at least need to know how the internet operates. I think that's the only thing they're guilty of in this sense. But or you need to say, you need someone to say, let's just also have a black girl, a brown girl, an Asian girl, and then we can say all jeans are good jeans. You want to do that? Fine. But also, if you spend, I'm sure, your entire advertising budget on Sydney Sweeney, and you want the commercial to be about Sydney fucking Sweeney and not the Puerto Rican girl and the Asian girl who nobody fucking knows, then, and she's, if Sydney Sweeney was brown hair, brown eyes, they would have done the same fucking commercial. If she's that popular, and she just said, I have good jeans, and I'm brown hair and brown eyes, it would have been the same.
Yeah.
It just happens to be that the hottest girl in the world.
I don't know if it would have been the same.
I think I don't think the point of that was blonde hair, blue eyes. I think the point of that was jeans, and they happen to do it with a girl who's blonde hair, blue eyes. If it was like a Anna de Armas, she's like, I don't know, probably has green eyes or something, like very ethnic, very like, not white. I think you could still make that commercial.
Yeah, for sure.
And they would have, and it was,
I think I'll say that, like, by no means offended, but like when you watch the commercial, you go, a little weird.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think that.
Well, also, like, her voice is
She
so
sounds fucking
weird.
Yeah,
it made me wanna
that was
throw
it. I
up.
wasn't
It's,
like
like,
offended on a
overdramatic, but-
eugenics thing, but I was like, that's a bizarre.
Well, also,
commercial.
like, they did. I think if they didn't have the line that drew attention to eye color or hair color, that was like, you say eye color, hair color a lot when you're talking about Nazi stuff. Like, like that comes. Like that. But I know they didn't mean that. I think my sister brought up a good point. Like, where they were trying to be controversial, but they're trying to be controversial in the sense where it's like, oh, we have the conventionally hot girl, like it is supposed to be. I think they were trying to be woke, being like, yeah, we have this conventionally hot girl. We're saying that she has good genes, like, come get us. But I don't think they meant it in like a Nazi sense. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, it's hard now because I saw it once the controversy started.
I saw it before. Did
you think of race
in real time? I just went, that was weird,
Yeah.
and I kept scrolling.
But did you think of race?
I didn't really think much other than
that was weird.
That was weird, and kept scrolling.
Like, I just feel like if you watch that and you think of Hitler, I mean, I guess blonde hair, blue eye. That's where like there needs to be someone who's just like, hey, there are certain triggers that make people think of these things. And blonde hair, blue eye is one of them. But I don't know, like.
It's the perfect thing where like it blew up into a huge thing. Everyone thinks it's dumb. It was a weird commercial. I saw it it was very weird that because it became a controversy immediately. But I remember just scrolling like Sydney Sweeney, new American Eagle, and I watched it and I went, odd, and then kept scrolling. And that was my whole reaction. But it is a little odd.
I just think I think odd is different though than like this is leaning into eugenics.
Yeah. That's
or even just making it about Trump. Like I really don't think that somebody.
But
was
that's
like,
everything is.
made
That's what
about
I
Trump.
don't. That's what's annoying is like, why does everyone have to answer for what the most extreme fucking leftist view is? Like, I don't know. It was a peculiar commercial, and I don't like Donald Trump. That's it.
Yeah.
It's not a bigger thing than that. It doesn't.
But I just don't even get why Trump is involved.
But this is my point. This is what I'm saying. Like,
right.
Everything, and then like
they didn't.
You
say
see what
anything.
they're saying about Trump? Like no one's saying that. Like it's not a real conversation we're having.
Yeah. I mean, watching that guy be like, if Donald Trump is not in office, they would not make this commercial. It's like I don't think Donald Trump was brought up once in that. I think they were like, we have a fucking super hot girl, the number one girl in the world, and they've cooked it around jeans and jeans. She has blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah.
I think if it was not a white girl, I think it still gets made, and then no one's talking about Trump.
I was going to say, one time I interned for like a commercial production company, and like it was the graphics team, and like, but in order for a commercial to get made, like it has to go through, I'm not kidding, like 12 different departments. It's like
approvals.
It starts, and like there's 15 different ideas that are pitched, storylines that go through each part of the storyline, like everybody's storyboards, every part of it. They like tweak the storyboards like 5 times, and then it gets like that's not even production yet. Like then they go into production, it gets tweaked like 7 times, and then like post production. Like there's so many people that it goes through that it is crazy that
So
one.
do you think then they did and they just didn't care?
No,
But see that. Sorry to interrupt you.
No,
but
go.
that is the important thing there. Like, I had this moment the other day. I was like live tweeting the Barstool New York Kirk Minahan basketball game, and Barstool New York won. And I tweeted like the video of Funk Flex being like, New York City, listen to me right now. Go into the grocery store, put your hand in the cash register. That money is your money. And I just posted that after the win. And before I hit send,
What, Ma'am Dami or some shit?
no, I was like, it was the shooting had just happened.
Oh.
And I was like, people are probably going to think I'm talking about that. But then I went, that's not what I'm talking about.
So fuck
Send.
them. Yeah. Yeah.
If you want to, like, I'm not talking about what you're talking about. This is fucking my Twitter thing.
That's why I think there needs to almost be a consultant to just say, you can look me right in the eyes and say, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, the internet will react this way.
Yeah.
And then you can either say, oh, I didn't think about that, good, because I want to ride this wave. Or you can say, I didn't think about that, that sucks, but I don't care. Or you can say, scrap the whole thing, I don't want to deal with that. But you have to know.
Yes, I knew, I was like, and I don't even know if it happened, but I was like, this is a borderline video tweet right now, but like, I'm not talking about that.
You know what, though? That's what
fucking-
American Eagle, I think, did do, though. Like, they said, fuck it. We're doing it. And then their statement was just like, this is just about jeans. Like, it didn't say I'm sorry. They did not say, like, we apologize for the insensitivity. They just said, this campaign is about jeans, and like, we think Sydney Sweeney's great. That's it.
Yeah.
Which is about as corporate as you can get to saying, you're fucking stupid. You're all fucking idiots.
Fair, like,
And
the people who are having extreme reactions, that's fine. Like, do your thing, man. But like, you have emotions, but they're your responsibility.
Yeah.
Like fucking,
You're irrational, but like, you're allowed to feel that way.
handle you work it out yourself. But if that's what you think, sure, go nuts.
You have your own meltdown. About Sydney Sweeney's jeans commercials. Did you see the esports guy having a meltdown? Can you pull this up on the big screen? Go to Twitter and just write esports crashout, I think was the one. This actually this guy was playing Fatal Fury, which I believe is a pretty intense game, and I do believe there's a decent amount of money on the line in these things. But this guy, bro, look at him.
Was so insane. He played like the best round.
This girl's like, I don't know what the fuck to do.
My bad, bro. My bad.
Oh.
And now I'm assuming, obviously probably pretty performative, but also just knowing like the weird esports world, this might be pretty genuine.
Yeah, he might.
Like this guy might have just lost it all or whatever.
I would get. See, that's almost. This is.
I haven't seen how long it keeps going.
This is a problem that esports are going to have to deal with. In the world of regular sports, I feel like the victory and the loss are relatable. We are like, I know what that's like.
I've been there, yeah.
I've been there. I do not know what that man is feeling.
For all I know, like
I've never felt that much emotion in my life.
That seems silly, but like if you played like one video game for like 5 straight years to like gear up to this thing, and like I don't know, the game like you caught a bad bounce in the game and you just lost, and you might go crazy like that. I don't know.
What I'm saying is the way they express themselves is not in a relatable sense. like a football player like cries, and I'm like, I've cried before.
But
that's like.
That's like the Frank the Tank of esports.
Yeah, I can't relate to him either.
Right, that's what I mean. It's like there are people out there, they are freaks like that. That he reminded me of the Donald Trump girl.
Yeah.
But that'll be your latest meme for whenever something mildly inconvenient happens to you. People will post this for sure. And one last thing while we were talking about the Sydney Sweeney type scandal. Did you see the Joey Swoll scandal?
I heard about it.
Joey Swoll, what an asshole.
He liked Hulk Hogan and then didn't like Hulk Hogan.
He reposted an old video of him dressed up as Hulk Hogan were lifting weights and said like rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. And then the mob got mad saying, he's racist and a piece of shit. So then he made his like a Joey Swoll video where he's like in the car with his backwards hat, usually yapping about the gym.
Yeah.
Made an apology. Said I'll get better. Said, my platform is to hold people to accountability and I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't do that, blah, blah, blah. Then it wasn't enough and they kept coming at him. So then he quit. Then he quit the internet. Then he posted saying, all I've done for you, all the good that I've done for you people, and this is how you repay me. As if he's like, running the country and like helping the poor. And then he said, so I'm done. I'm fucking done with this. I'm out of here. And then 24 hours later came back. I was like, this whole thing is over a grown man dressing as Hulk Hogan. And I don't know who's the bigger asshole. The people who are upset about it, him, the apology, the quitting, the return, all of it is so unbelievably ridiculous.
That's literally Selena Gomez, like every single time.
That's
like,
her blueprint.
Like, being like, I'm off.
I'm out.
I'm out. And she comes back on social media.
Yeah, it's real. I think it's hard to quit when you have 400 million followers. It's like I'm leaving behind an entire career here.
Yeah.
But Joey Swoll is kind of what we were just saying before. Like, I mean, that guy just makes the same video every single day of his life, and he has an empire. He has
which has to be
15 million followers. He sells sauces and merch and workout programs. But I cannot imagine waking up being like, another woman filmed the video and said this guy was rude, and I'm gonna make a video about it too. Holy shit!
Dude, that must be so impossibly unfulfilling.
You're a prisoner in your own cage that you created.
It's weirdly back-to-back topics. I was thinking about that just the other day, where I was like, if we hadn't started doing Mascots, I was like, if I had to do a sketch about the Sydney Swing, I would have put a bullet in my head.
And that was only for what? Like a year? You really did that?
And yeah. We had to do like a fucking, these are my jeans. I would have been fucking miserable. And it's like, so Joey Swoll's been doing for 10 years.
That's the real thing that I hate about the
internet. Don't get me
internet.
wrong. Like, if he's happy, he's happy. I'm just saying that would have made me miserable.
I'm sure if I had to do it myself, I think like the fact that he sells those sauces is pretty cool. Like if you were into food and like he makes these like 10-calorie sauces, right? So that becomes like your business and your baby. And then your work is like, I gotta go make a fucking gym video.
About like,
but if that's the only thing you do,
but there are like 3 things that happen in the gym.
Yeah, every time.
It's not
like it's girls like filming and being like, can you believe this guy looked at me? It's like bad gym etiquette as far as like he like left the weights or something like that. And like guys who like grunt too loud or some shit like that. Like the guys who there's the girls who treat guys like creeps. And there's the actual creeps, and then there's gym etiquette, and that's it. Over and over and over.
That's the whole thing.
Every fucking day for years now. I don't want to do that with like anything, like things that I like. Like, I would do a Game of Thrones recap, and it worked. And people were like, you should just do Game of Thrones. I can't do that. I can't do that every day. But you almost have to now. You got to pick, like, I'll just be the guy who talks about the gym.
But I don't think...
But there's also... I don't know what's crazier. Him doing it or them people watching it. Like, that gets millions of views, like, every time.
It's so it, like, gets in my head, like, every time sometimes, like, when I'm, like, if I'm going to the gym and then I'm, like, trying to pick out an outfit, I'm like, well, am I asking for it? Like, now it's my fucking head, you know? Not am I asking for it, but, like, everyone in the comments will be like, oh, and she's wearing that. She obviously wants attention.
The gym is a weird thing where people treat it like it's a stage. You know what I mean? The internet, like if you want to wear something hot to the gym, like people have done that before. You do want attention, whatever. But it's like the people being like, I'm gonna watch gym videos and see what they're wearing, how they're acting, what are they lifting, what are they, you know what I mean? It's a very weird like zoo exhibit type thing.
And that wasn't I didn't mean for that to be unfeminist. I meant for that to be like, well, now he's like circling back to like it was kind of like edgy at first, being like, but now it's just circling back to just like kind of hating women.
Women.
I heard it.
You've been good up until I know how to say words.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, I guess if you make, I guess there's a money, like a breaking point. Like, I don't know, if you told me I could make like millions of dollars making just those videos, I guess I would. But once I had millions, I'd be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know, like how many more millions?
Well,
unless it's just, I guess if it's super duper easy, if you're just like, so you're telling me that guy was looking at you? No, he wasn't. He's just trying to work out. And I just got like $500,000. All right, you know.
Dude, we were talking about that the other day with movies, where it was like, I forget what we were talking about. Why is so and so doing blank? And it's like, well, probably a good check. And it's like, when you do one movie, you get $20 million. Like,
right. So
the actor, I forget what actor we were talking about, but it was someone of that ilk. And it was like, you don't ever have to work again.
Right. Well, but you say that like literally
literally don't have to work again.
if you live a certain lifestyle.
Right.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, if you don't,
could choose. Yeah, but I just don't think people do.
But you can be done at a baseline level, and then just like do what makes you happy after
But
that.
I think there's reasons why when we hear stories of like, I think like Robert Pattinson's one, right? Didn't he do Twilight and now he just does indie flicks?
No, that was Radcliffe.
Right.
All the Harry Potter kids went and was like left Hollywood. Like Radcliffe did weird shit. Watson went to college, and
the other guy just
Ron Weasley became an ice cream truck driver.
So that's a little bit extreme because they just made like
he bought an ice cream truck and just drove around like coastal England selling ice cream. I'm guessing he was probably giving it away. He did it for like 10 years.
That's a little bit of extreme because they made so much on Harry Potter, I'm sure. But the point that we know a lot of the examples of people who check out, I think is because most of them just are like, I'm gonna go buy a Lamborghini and a house and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, I need to do another movie.
See, I think it's the exact opposite. I think most people are just like, oh yeah, what happened to him? Like he must. No, he was just chilling.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like we think he couldn't get work anymore, or we think she couldn't find a show. It's like no, she had $30 million.
She didn't need to anymore.
Hanging out, or was not maybe not even like I think very few of them are just quote unquote hanging out, but they're just doing movies they want to do, and it's not the new Avengers. It's just like some side movie.
I have a question for you. Do you think that being typecast is dead?
No.
Deader than it was?
I guess I don't really know. Like, I heard Luke Skywalker got typecast. Who's someone who's been
So the reason I bring it up is
typecast to the point where they lost a career?
So, Alfonso Ribeiro said it the other day on I think it was on the Rich Eisen show. Or I don't know if it was new, but it was a clip. And he was like, I played Carlton so well, it ruined my career. Like, I never worked again. And I can see that, and I've, like, grew up on stories like that. But then I see the people who I thought would be typecast, and they're not. And I'm like, I think this is you.
Yeah, there's
like you're definitely facing a hurdle, but there are people who got over that hurdle, and you didn't for maybe you're extra typecast, or maybe you just couldn't act like those other roles.
Yeah.
Like the fact that Jim Halpert became like Jack Ryan is like, that's it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it.
I think there's probably more to do these days.
Yeah, but I also think we as like a people are more accepting of. I think because you see the internet, you see a lot. Like you used to just see like that's the action hero, and then it's like, oh, I follow him on Instagram. I saw him with his kids, and I saw that he actually likes sports, and he does this, that, and the other. So then when he does a different type of movie, you're a little more open to it. So I wonder if that helps or.
It's also like when it happened to Alfonso Ribeiro, like it was like 6 people making the decision.
Right, and they're just like, you're Carlton, you're done. Right, so that's what I mean. Like whether it's the industry, the fans, the actors themselves, internet, whatever it is, I feel like you can break out of that bubble easier than in the past.
Yeah,
it still might be a problem, but like you're not fucked. But again, like
just Louis B. Meyer, just like the fuck, like it's like 6 studio heads are like, nah, he's that.
You're
guy.
done. Yeah,
but
point being also like you don't. I would hope you were Carlton. You don't need to work again.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you're good, bro. You got syndication checks coming forever and ever. You been watching anything good recently? We'll wrap up on a little entertainment talk.
I watched One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest yesterday or 2 days ago. That's the greatest movie of all time.
I've never seen it.
It was. I mean,
I think I've seen parts of it.
It's not the greatest movie. I don't. It's awesome. I loved it. It's definitely one of my favorite movies of all time. Now, I'd never seen like young Jack.
What made you watch that?
I was reading a book, and they were talking about the summer of '74 when they were filming Jaws, Nashville.
What's Nashville?
Dog Day Afternoon. Nashville, I don't know it, but like it's what became like the Hayden Panettiere show, Nashville.
Oh,
like it's a
movie or a TV
country
show?
Music, like
it's a country music story.
Right. It's a movie or a TV show?
Was a movie. Now it's become like a franchise, like Friday Night Lights. It's become everything.
Right. It was a good show.
But the I was reading that book, and they were just talking about just the filming of it and the Nurse Ratched, which I'd heard a million times, but hadn't seen it. And then I watched it, and I was like,
the Ratchet on FX was pretty good too. They made Sarah Paulson.
Oh yeah.
She got like her own series.
That. Yeah. It was like I didn't know that Nurse Ratched was written to represent like white culture in the Jim Crow South. Or not, I don't know if it was written to represent it, but that's what it was used. That's what it was based on. Okay. A person who thinks they're helping people, but is actually overruling and making it worse. Mm-hmm. And like watching the whole movie, it was probably 2 hours, 2.5. I was like, I don't know. She seems like she's kind of just trying. And then when it clicks, and you're like, oh fuck, she's a fucking monster. Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah. It's not even like
this analogy checks out.
There's not even like some like I think it probably clicks for everyone at different points. Like she stays the same, but when it clicks, it's like, oh, what the fuck? And then I've never seen young Jack Nicholson. Like I've seen The Departed, but I've never seen like the Jack Nicholson people talk about.
You ever seen The Shining?
Never seen The Shining, which I'm gonna watch now because I was like 3 minutes into this movie. I was like, oh, he's a fucking dynamo. Mm-hmm. Like he's
Jack Nicholson, good actor, confirmed good actor.
Like even in The Departed, where he's great, he's playing like a caricature of himself rather than like
he's playing Jack Nicholson at that point. He's not playing a character. Yeah.
And so like seeing like the early one, now I want to watch a lot of his stuff because like that was really
bro. The worst part about being on vacation is I haven't watched like any TV.
Really?
Like I had all my shows put on hiatus, all the movies that came out that I wanted to watch I haven't seen yet.
What
it was just like
Demon Hunter?
Yeah.
So.
That was crazy.
So K-pop Demon Hunters is the only thing I've watched in the last 3 weeks. I've probably seen it 10 times. I'm at the point, I'm going full Dante on this one. I think K-pop Demon Hunters is like a Korean psyop to take over the world. I've not seen anything.
Is this are the kids watching this or you watching this? Okay.
Well, both. I have not seen anything have a stranglehold on children in my entire life like I've seen K-pop Demon Hunters.
Really?
It's nuts. It's nuts. First of all, it's a good movie. It's the songs are awesome. They're all like K-pop hit songs. When I first saw it, I saw it on. I mean, when I first saw it, like it was a movie. I didn't see it yet. I was like, I'm skipped. Like I didn't even look at it. I was like, that's just some weird Asian shit. That's K-pop is always popular. It's #1 on Netflix because it's K-pop and the Asians are watching it. And then I heard that my kids had watched it. Like we were building up to my vacation, so they were with their mom and they were loving it. And they were like, you got to watch it. And I was like, ugh. Like, I don't want to watch this. Like, K-pop Demon Hunters could not. No. It's fire. It's fucking fire. It's got a full-ass plot of there's demons and hunters and there's this, like, evil power and they use music. It's actually, if you probably really break it down, it's probably a lot about fandom and the internet and, like, power of like, mob mentality, all that shit. I'm sure there's a lot of cool shit in there. There's also just a bunch of banger songs. But when I posted about it, the amount of responses I got from people being like, this has a stranglehold on my child and my family. Like, they have not watched anything since. I was trying to get them to watch Happy Gilmore 2. I was trying to get them to watch anything else. Every single time we were in front of a TV, they wanted K-pop Demon Hunters. They know every word to every song. They've already greenlit 2 sequels and a live action version of it. There was a K-pop group that's either the girls who do the voices in real life or they're just K-pop people, but they sung the songs. So I don't even know how that all happened. But there were people at a K-pop concert who got the songs from the movies and they went like ballistic. I can't believe I just saw Golden live. I think it might be brainwashing America's youth. I think they're gonna like flip a switch and like they're all gonna be telepathy. They're all gonna be able to like tap into the minds of American kids because of K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm trying to think of another movie that like whenever there's a Disney hit, like people are into it, but I don't know, between the music and it being like global and international, and it's a smash.
You know they say like that. They did Frozen because they wanted to get rid of the search of like his head. Is that what Disney on Ice was trying to do too? Nobody talks about Disney on Ice.
Disney on Ice because
his head's on ice.
I could see a world. I mean, K-pop Demon Hunters sounds like a Google search.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't sound like a. It's very much just like what's this movie about? There's K-pop and there's demons and there's hunters. They just like put it together. So I don't know. Maybe K-pop had a Google search problem.
Yeah. Maybe like demons.
Maybe people like these Koreans are demons. Let's switch that. There's a couple songs in there. I need you guys to watch it. I need you to watch it.
Wait, okay.
You could honestly watch it without kids.
Wait, I want to look up.
You could watch it without kids and be like, it's a kids movie, but like you could be entertained. But it's very Pitch Perfect-esque. Have you seen Pitch Perfect?
Yeah.
Do you like Pitch Perfect?
Yeah. It's not my favorite, but it's not my least favorite. Oh, I see.
It's like the best movie ever. Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect.
What did you say?
Sorry. I like it a lot. I get a little icked out when people start singing together. Like I like High School Musical.
Excuse me?
Yeah, like that was like I just kind of feel like it's like oh, okay, we're all going into the song at the same time right now.
Well, I'm not asking you to join an a cappella group.
Yeah, I know.
And I think the movie kind of pokes fun at that.
It does.
Like when you watch the Troublemakers perform, you're icked out. You're not like, this is awesome.
I like it, but I'm
Are you a Bard and Bella's girl or a Troublemakers girl?
Okay, I don't know if I'm like as diehard of a fan. I feel like I like, the main crew.
Okay, you're fired. Okay. You like it? Are you a Bella's girl or a Troublemakers girl?
Gotta be Bella's, right?
Okay, kiss up.
I mean,
No,
I'm
know
on the
Kevin likes
record saying that the Troublemakers were the victims of an all-time robbery.
You know who I really like is that in like the second or third one, like the German group,
Das Machine or whatever. Yeah, they were talented. Jackie's fired, by the way.
What'd you do?
She doesn't like Pitch Perfect. She's speaking down about Pitch Perfect.
No.
Oh!
I can't fire him. I can fire you.
I'm sorry. I've only seen it once, and objectively, when people start all singing together and breaking out in song, it's a little uncomfy.
I mean, like I didn't dislike the movie, but I've never watched it again. It was, it was fine.
I don't, and I love High School
I'm the
Musicals.
esports guy right now. I hate my coworkers. But there's a boy band and a girl band. There's the Hunters and the Demons. They're called Huntrix and Saja Boys. I want you to watch and see which team you are.
Okay.
And then there's a song that's been nominated or submitted to the Academy for an Oscar for like Best Original Song, which I would have to imagine is going to win unless there's like something I'm not thinking of. But if they pick the wrong one.
Is it a movie or a TV show?
No, it's a movie.
It's a movie.
Yeah. It's got two sequels and a live action.
I fucked up
coming.
the graphic.
Judging by okay, maybe.
I super.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't want to give you a hard time though. She said K-pop Demon Hunter season 3. Yeah.
I don't know why.
Said someone's got a new favorite show.
It's because I used a template. And
that's what I figured.
I commented on every platform. I was like, I'm really sorry, guys.
Yeah. Well, because you got the K-pop Demon Hunter fans on your ass now. Everyone else, anything else, they would have been just like, she messed up. It's a movie. Now it's like, get it right.
One thing about me is if there's two teams to like a movie, like Team Edward, Team Jacob, I'm always on the wrong side, and I don't like mean to do it in like a edgy way. I just always I guess I like the nicer guy, and so it's like I'm Team Jacob, I'm Team Stefan in Vampire Diaries, there's Team Damon, Team Stefan, and then Team
even I know not being Team Damon is crazy.
Yeah, I know. I just like he's too
Team Jeremiah in Love Island is like, is that what you're talking about?
No,
I was gonna say
Team Jeremiah in Conrad for Summer I Turned Pretty.
I'm aware of what you're talking about.
The safe guy. Like
that show's
like the guy
bonkers crazy, by the way.
I
saw some of that. I was like, this is not good for like young kids to be watching. I don't think.
Yeah, well, it's
like
so fucking sad.
brothers and swapping boyfriends.
Yeah,
and all that shit. I was like, this is
I can't stop crying during it. Like it's just so. But then, but yeah, it's like there's like the nice guy. I just can't. So, anyways,
we already know you have terrible taste in men.
Taste in men. No, but it's actually the good taste in men. It's like I don't like the bad boy.
Maybe you need to apply that to your real life. Stop dating felons.
Yeah,
Maybe you'll find
felon.
the good boy at the beach. You dated 2 felons?
Yeah. Well, I didn't date the other
2
one.
is like 3 is a trend. Like 2 were on our way. So
the other one I stopped.
Does Danny Conrad have a felony?
Little smitten
look at
smile.
that smile. Okay, place bets. Place actual bets. Will something happen between Danny and Jackie?
I think so.
I think there's a stronger chance than not. I think Jackie and Danny will at least kiss. I think there will be a kiss.
I think
if you kiss on like,
I don't know. I don't even know if it'll be on camera.
I
don't even know if it'll be on camera.
I will be surprised if Jackie does anything because I'll be surprised if Jackie does anything on camera.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But I could see if they do come back and forth, or if there is something where there's no cameras, or just like because of this, or after this, or something.
I also like
put it this way. Prior to all this, I would have said that never will Jackie Nichols and Danny Conrad. They will never even cross paths. They will never kiss. I'm now saying there is a stronger than not chance that they will.
Like, what do I look like kissing on camera?
I've never seen myself kiss.
Go full Love Island.
Yeah.
I'm an open eye kisser. I don't know how that plays on camera.
That would be insane to do
Why
on
don't
camera.
you just close your eyes?
I don't know. What's the point?
I keep them open every now and then, but I don't like exclusively.
Yeah, I'm not like a
shark,
but like I don't.
Like I can't even blink.
It's
but
not
don't they
like
look
an
like
immediate...
a cyclops the whole time? Because I open my eyes occasionally. I'm like, oh, you're Mike Wazowski right now.
Yeah. Oh my god, do you ever like? Sometimes I get the ick when you like open your eyes for a second. The guy like like slowly opens his eyes.
Yes.
God.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about that with me.
Yeah,
I'm eyes open.
You open up and you're. Do you keep your eyes open for everything?
What's everything? Like
Everything.
fucking?
Everything, all of it.
Sex?
Yeah.
Of course I keep my eyes open during sex. That's
What
where all the
about-
good stuff is.
What about? Yeah, I'm with you on that. What about oral?
Masturbating?
Oral.
Masturbating, I'm usually watching the
If you
porn.
close your eyes during masturbating, because you're kind of just like.
Yeah, like
In it.
I'll peek up sometimes. Now this probably looks a little silly, but I'm
Oh, you're doing like almost like when a girl looks at you.
yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
looking up on purpose.
I'll peek up. Yeah.
Does that hit the same way? I don't even think that necessarily
I
hits.
hate
I
when
hate
they do
it.
that.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's so
No, it's-
I think
awkward.
that's a thing made out of porn too. Like
I'm just trying to look at some titty. You
But like if a girl's blowing you and is like, I'm making eye contact while I'm giving you head, I almost feel like that's like you saw that we are all agreeing that's a thing, so you're doing it because of that.
Well, dude, when
Or do you think
someone
it was
looks
a
at me
thing?
during a blowjob, I'm like, you're not looking at me. You're looking at my tits. Because I like same
goes
thing.
this.
I know what I'm looking at when I'm down there. I'm looking at titties. I got them too. They're like you know, like that, like what he sees versus what she sees.
Yeah,
meme,
yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
the opposite angle of the woman. It's not a great sight.
Yeah, that's gotta be terrible, no?
It's a stomach, tits, a double chin. Like it's not.
Yeah.
It's not what you're looking to
No,
see.
it's not good.
Yeah, but it's better than looking at the dick, though. No,
But
better than looking at the dick and balls situation. Hey, that's in your mouth right now. I don't know if that's great, but visually,
But I like positive.
her face, she's just deep in thought with a
I just
snarl,
get
like
bored.
none of this is good.
I get bored looking at like nothing. I'm like, I guess I'll check out what's going on around
Yeah,
me.
yeah. And I like I like positive reinforcement. So sometimes it's almost like, am I doing well? And
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he's
yeah,
like-
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, yeah, you're doing well. And then I'm like, that's why I'm looking up. It's almost like a dog.
you,
being
you,
like,
Same,
don't, you don't
same.
ask, do you?
what?
You don't ask. You're just saying
Oh
you.
my
Okay.
god! I don't ask.
Is this a good job?
Yeah, that's. I feel like there's a little bit of like an epidemic of the good girl thing going around.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that is absolutely a thing. Certainly was, is, and probably forever will be. But I feel like it's becoming a thing that
Well,
now
if-
it kind of ruins it for the
yeah.
people who actually have that kink.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
If you can't,
Like now I would feel silly saying it.
Yeah.
At least to somebody new. Like if it's somebody you know and you like it, all that. But if it's somebody new, it's almost like, are you performing like what you heard on the internet? You know what I mean?
yeah, like if you can't actually assume like a good girl like
It's not real.
aura,
Like, yeah.
then it's
Or
like,
if you're not the
really
type of
gonna
guy
backfire.
to say that. You know
Like
what
if
I
you
mean?
actually are and you're like, then that's really hot. But if you're just like forcing it,
Yeah.
don't even try.
Yeah.
Don't even try. It's
Right,
just gonna
right.
backfire.
I also think only certain times. She has to be behaving good.
Well, yeah, sometimes
whatever.
I'm
Gotta be
like,
certain
I didn't do
things.
anything. Don't say that.
Right.
I
Well, it's
didn't
the same
deserve
thing.
that one.
I feel like guys kind of went through it more than anything when you know girls are like screaming and moaning and going crazy, and it's like, all right.
Yeah.
I know I'm not putting it down like that. It's like if I wasn't being a good girl right now, so I just said
Oh.
I think we're wrapped up anyway. So, all right. So Beach House coming up this week. My Mascots next week. I'm back.
The
See ya.
Mascots 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Premieres next week.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Shit.
Yeah. Big times. Big things happening. Big summer. The summer I turned famous. You, the three of you.
The summer.
Summer I get a job. Okay.